arch enemy. You could phase somebody out for a turn, which happened to me last stream, which was great. It was not. I was. They phased me out at the end of my turn, and so I had to watch the other three podmates do a bunch of stuff with chat and with themselves while I sat there doing nothing. And then I came back in, and all of the other board states were vastly different than mine, and it was very strange, and it was not a good situation for me to be in. Mainly because during the phase out, everyone got copies of Soul Warden, and then proceeded to get lots of creatures in play, and so everyone's life totals were like 40 or 50, and mine was still 20 because of all the damage that had been dealt prior to me phasing out. So it was not ideal for me, but that's a thing that can happen. So here we are. Anyway, you can do all of those things and more, and of course there is a chat crime that rotates every month. Which this month is Trove of Temptation, which will make all of us have to attack each other player on our combats at a minimum. And there is a hot potato emblem that can be given out to someone in chat or someone in the pod, uh, which makes them take 5 damage if they don't pass it along, because you don't want to be holding the hot potato. That's the whole point, right? Anyway, without further ado,
So they
we have
say.
some wonderful guests here with us today who haven't been here for a little while. And I'm excited to have them back because I love all three of them. So we're going to get started with the wonderful Oblivion. Take it away.
Well, hi, hello. What a lovely introduction. Hi, my name is Oblivion, and I am one half of the Grim Tutors. My partner Bess and I make educational Magic the Gathering content for players of all skill levels. I also am a full-time content creator slash hire me for video editing, etc. And tomorrow we have a really cool thing going on my channel where after the Arena Championships are over on the Magic the Gathering stream, we will be hosting the official Arena Championship after party. So they'll be raiding into my channel, and I will be giving away packs. I will be giving away buckets, chests, whatever you want to call them, of gems. 10,000 a piece, which we did the math, and it is anywhere between like $30 to $60 in value. And I say we did the math, and by that I mean somebody else did the math for me on Thursday, and I forgot. So, it's going to be really cool and really fun. But we start that tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. So we'll get started a little bit early, and whenever the championships are over, we are going to get it popping, playing some limited in Arena. Today I will be playing Zergo Stormrender. This is the new Mardu recon from Tarkir Dragonstorm, as the Grim Tutors are Dragonstorm ambassadors. And also just wanted to show off our super cute tokens, where if you join our $5 a month membership club, you can get a token and a sticker that look just like this. The Grim Tutors one is Peznai's Moxie and Millie from Hell of a Boss. And then mine is just me as an anime girl. I wish I looked like this in real life, but I don't. But you get a token, a sticker, and also a handwritten thank you card. So super cool, super fun, and we're really excited to be back. It's been a hot minute, but
has been a hot
happy to be
minute for
here.
sure. Is this spell table? Yes, it is in fact spell table. I just have a fancy overlay on the stream. So the way I handle this is I actually full screen the spell table, and then I copy the life totals and names into a separate window, and then I green screen or color key out the black so that way they can be essentially hovering over the overlay itself, which is what makes it look so kind of crisp and clean. So just something that I've worked on for a while, and big shout out to EPOS or Andy from the CNC Power Hour for making the overlay. How do you know if you're playing with chill people? You're kind of scared to be playing with cheaters. Okay, so
well, we're not random, so
yeah, so this is a curated pod. Everyone playing here is actually a content creator as well. So I have Oblivion from the Grim Tutors and Peso from the Grim Tutors, and then Amara, Goddess of Blunder, who all have their own streams as well as other content that they do. And so we've scheduled this. Like I schedule this in advance and that kind of stuff. If you're looking for pickup games, honestly, my best suggestion to you would be to go check out one of the various communities that's out there. Probably the Lobby Pristine is your best bet, um, because they do pickup games and they have a very great curated community. So that way, you know the games you're getting with people are going to be with people that are of the same kind of mindset or chill level that you are looking for. And then not only that, you can do pickup games right on Spell Table. You won't know what the people are like until you start playing with them. But just remember that if you're having a bad time when you join a game and you're not enjoying the vibe that people are putting off, you can always leave. You can literally just leave. You can just be like, "Sorry, folks, like this is not the vibe that I'm looking for. I'm just gonna drop," and you can drop out, and it doesn't matter, right? If they get upset with you, that's their problem, not yours, right?
Yep.
So just I'm not saying that you should jump in and just drop out of every game you come in until you find a pod that you want to play with, but like the point is like if you jump into random games, you're gonna end up with that kind of like unknown, right? You're not necessarily gonna know what you're getting into when you get into it. So I can totally understand like the trepidation that you have,
Yeah.
right?
And if you
And
join something
this
like
is yeah, that's the link to the Lobby Pristine.
There you go. See, perfect. Thank you so much, Oblivion. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Got you.
But yeah, the cheating thing on Spell Table. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that the cheating thing gets overblown a lot, right? There are definitely people out there that cheat, 100%, right? 100% there are, but like, I think that if you were to join 10 games on Spell Table, the number of cheaters you come across is maybe one in those 10 games, and that's out of 10 pods of 4, right? So you're talking, 30 people, one of them might be cheating, right? Maybe, right? And that's like what I would think is a high number, right?
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to come across that many cheaters, to be honest, on Spell Table. And if you are, I mean, the stakes have never been lower,
Yeah.
right? When you're playing a Spell Table game, because you're not playing for anything in particular, right? So, you're playing for fun. If you think they're cheating, maybe just, take the game with a grain of salt. Be like, okay, yeah, they cheated and they beat us. I just won't play with that person again. So if you ever jump into another game with them, you just don't play, right? You drop out. So yeah, thank you so much for the follow, by the way, Yari and VR. Wait, VS
Harvest.
Or
Sorry,
Love
what?
Harvest in this house.
Calling a
Harvest Moon.
clock.
Wow, I should really, yeah. That you know what, and I love Harvest Moon. Harvest Moon is like one of my favorite games. So like, I don't know how I didn't put that together. Yeah, yeah. Listen, my brain just goes HRVSTM.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
look
wow.
at most people's names when they do things like that, and I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
know what's happening there.
And Harvest Moon's like, I've never played a Harvest Moon game in my life. Well, listen, I'm not saying you should. All I know is that I'm sure that at least most of the people in this pod will tell you that Stardew Valley is a great love letter to Harvest Moon.
true.
You son of a bitch, Ben. I can't believe you would do this to me.
It's just making you lose 5 life immediately. We haven't even got through intros.
I
We have
love
to
it.
go to
Yes.
Pez, do you want to say anything?
Yes, I'll be real fast. I'm
Go for
Pez,
it.
the other half of the Grim Tutors. You can catch us at MagicCon Vegas in June. We are ambassadors for Tarkir, and check out our new content that we got coming out. And I'm playing the Abzan Precon Felithar, the Steadfast, who enjoys walls and big butts, just like me.
Who
I
doesn't?
do enjoy a big butt deck, let me tell you. I'm here for it.
Thank you, Oblivion, for the sub.
Yeah.
Yes, you're welcome.
So while we were in the middle of Pezo's little spiel there, we hit a hype train at level 2, I think. This is level 2.
I think so.
Because Oblivion was like,
Oh no, now it's level
we're into
3.
hype train level 3. Never mind. So hype train level 3. Because Oblivion was like, here's five gift subs. But Oblivion, you shouldn't have done that. You're too generous. Thank you so much.
Oh
And
damn!
There's 5 more.
Reset
See,
from Colin
boom.
as well. Wait, what is this? Benoit. What is happening right now? My goodness.
They love you.
Thank you so much for
Gifting
the
a
gift
sub
subs,
at
everybody.
5 or more is 35% off, and there's only one more day left to
I
do
had
it. So
no
you got
idea
to
that
do
was
it.
even going on until I was in Corey's stream last night and saw it and went, "Oh, there's a sale going on. That's weird. Why did Twitch not? Why am I only finding out about this now
Yeah, I
with
found
2
out
days
about it
left?"
yesterday. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
like, I was like, all right, well, whatever. Thank you so much to both of you, Oblivion and Benoit, for those gifted subs. Really appreciate it. And to Colin, thank you so much. Welcome back, friend. And Peso, thank you so much for the intro there. And
Yes,
last but
yes.
not least, Amara.
What's happening? I am Amara, Goddess of Blunder. I make Magic the Gathering content on the internet. You can find me over on twitch.tv/Goddess of Blunder, where I play Magic with my Blue Sky friends. We play all sorts of different chaotic forms of Magic. We like to change up the rules. We got chaos chat like this, but not nearly as bad. And yeah, I'm
I mean,
also
bad.
yeah. yours is a little bit higher up on the chaos
Yeah, are you
chain.
saying it's too much?
No, it's fantastic. I wouldn't have been. I think this is my third year coming back, like my 3-year anniversary on your channel. I think almost every month I've been on your channel doing this.
Well, I agree. I agree with that. Yeah.
I love it. It's one of my favorite things to do. I'm also a cosplayer. You can find me over at MagicCon Vegas in June. I will be one of the featured creators there, and yeah, I'm gonna probably be really sweaty and hot, and yeah, it's gonna be gross.
You got
Not
any spoilers? You got any spoilers? What are you cosplaying?
oh, I'm hopefully Alesha is gonna be done in Obera
You
from.
don't have to tell us.
Oh,
You don't
oh
have to
yeah.
like. Yeah. You can
Alesha,
be
well, I was
mysterious if
supposed
you
to have
want.
Alesha done for Chicago, and I didn't finish her, so she's like halfway done already. So that's probably going to be finished, and then Obera from Final Fantasy 13. I'm also
Sweet.
finishing up, so and then a Chocobo puppet, and then like 2 other puppets for some other people. So there's a Garrick
That new
puppet.
Alessia. That
Yeah,
new Alessia
I was like,
is
just keep making old ladies, because I can cosplay old ladies all day long, because
it's a
that's what I
strong
got going
card. Let me
on.
tell you.
You throw in some gray
Spoilers.
hair. I'm like, I don't even have to wear a wig in it. I love it.
Benoit, spoilers for Vegas. It's going to be warm.
Oh my
Really?
god, it's gonna,
Wow. Vegas in June? Never.
it's gonna be so
Definitely won't be that
terrible.
hot.
It's gonna be so terrible. I hate the weather so much. The sun is my arch enemy. I'm like anti-Superman. Like I go out in the sun and I'm like, oh god, I'm getting so weak.
It's gonna be fun to see for me anyway. Like, since I'm not going, I'm gonna get to see all the posts coming out online. It's gonna be fun for me seeing all of the northern, US folks who have traveled down to Vegas for the first time in the middle of summer being like, "Oh my god, what did we do?"
I've made a mistake. This is terrible.
The risk I took was calculated, and boy, am I bad at math.
Yeah, but
Mm.
like I know what I'm getting myself into. I'm gonna be sad. But once I get into the air conditioning and I'm all wet and then I'm freezing, I'll be fine.
That's
That's
why
the
that's why
terrible
like
thing.
there's so many good like indoor paths in Vegas, right?
Yeah,
Because you can't walk outside in the heat really for very long at least.
I want to
Yeah,
try to
it's gonna be
stay.
wild.
I'm
What are you
gonna.
playing today, Amara?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, Yellowlick, the fused atrocity. It's Eldrazi. I was like, what is super chaotic Eldrazi? Yep, that's it. So who knows what fun stuff we might get. I'm
Oh
excited.
dear. All right. So what you're saying is that if chat makes tokens off your deck, we might be in for some surprises. Is what you're
Yes,
saying.
yes,
That's what I'm hearing.
that's what I'm hoping. That's right,
And
Chad.
see, Pop knows what I'm talking about. If I was walking around in Vegas, my head would get sunburned even through a hat, which I would most likely be wearing.
Oh my god, I'm gonna be slathered in sunscreen even if I'm out there for like 2 seconds because I hate the sun. It'll destroy my
Listen,
tattoos.
I get it. I'm a pasty white dude who has no hair. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Yep,
I
all
live
the
in Canada. It's like the weather we have here is, as they say in the good old commercials, is construction and winter.
well, thank you very much for having me. I'm very excited to get started here. I'm gonna do some
Of course,
drawing.
it's my pleasure to have all three of you. I'm really excited for this pod. I'm excited to see what all of these decks do, especially these two new ones over here that I have not looked at any of the previews for, so I don't know anything. Oh, check it out. I got a cool rock out emote. Thank you so much for the hype train, everyone.
Sweet.
Don't forget Second Winter. Oh,
That's a fun one.
You're not wrong. Second Winter is a thing that we're dealing with right now. We just got a critical weather warning here in my area for an ice storm that was supposed to hit last night and then didn't. And now they're saying it's going to hit today, and I'm like, great, cool, even better.
Well, that's like,
So
it's so dumb. Like 2 days ago, it was 25 degrees out, and today it's 60. I'm like, what is happening?
what was it, two weekends ago here, we had weather that was like probably 70, 80 degrees, right? And it felt like summer. And then the following day after the weekend, it snowed.
There's nothing wrong with the weather system.
And like didn't like snow a little bit. It snowed a lot. It stuck to the ground, and I was like, "That's weird. Like, what happened?" And well, here we are. We're in our third false spring here in Chicago. Yeah, Chicago probably deals with the exact same thing for sure. Proxy caused the weather. Proxy did cause the weather, probably. You're not
Blast
wrong.
you, Proxy.
Is everyone ready to roll 2d6?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Let me roll some d6s.
I've rolled an 11.
I have rolled a 3.
I rolled a 10.
All right, well, I think 11 takes it, so I'm going to go first. We only have one Chaos Redemption so far,
why are you guys
other than the Blame Proxy, which is wild to me, because normally by the time we make it through intros, we have like 15 or
what is
16 things in the
happening?
queue. But the only thing in the Redemption queue is Oblivion losing 5 life.
Which
That's horrible. That's
feels,
Bonk.
which makes it honestly feel just like a little worse.
Right? It's like the only thing redeemed so far only affects you, and it makes you lose 5 life. Thanks, chat. Thanks. It's great.
There
I
we
love
go.
it
Benoit
here.
did something for us.
Benoit's gonna Australia us before we even start. I have to draw for turn. Let me draw for turn, and then we have to flip our libraries upside down.
Dun, 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 dun.
Now the top is the bottom, and the bottom is the top. That's how it works.
Excellent.
And you can make a joke about the deck being a switch if you want, I guess. I'm always broke on this stream.
No.
Well, listen, Benoit. I streamed The Gathering on Thursday night for 2.5 hours. Okay, you could have had the stream on in the background. You might not even have to be watching it. You could have had it muted, do whatever else you were doing,
Yeah,
and
that's
you
what
would have
I
gained
do.
points just by having it open. So
Yeah.
just keep that in mind.
Feels like a Benoit problem, honestly.
That's
Yeah,
right.
exactly. It's
You can just
100%
put
a
your
Benoit
friend's
problem.
streams on if you want and just keep them on in the background. You don't have to watch them.
That's right. That's right.
You can learn if you
All right,
want
so now
to.
we have a Tomb It Up redeemed as well, which means that the first basic land that we each get will be tombed. And what that means is that it will make 2 mana of the color it would normally make, but it does 2 damage to you. Okay? So however you want to represent that for yourself, I generally take one of these little tags or something and write tomb on it, and then I put it on the land when it comes into play. That way I remember. And then we have a token redemption. So starting with me and going around the table, we'll reveal cards until we find a non-land permanent off the top of our library. That card will be made a token in play. And I'm going to get a Pursued Whale to start.
That's a
I was trying to find my tags. I don't know. You said non-land permanent, right?
Correct.
I get an Ophiomancer.
Not bad.
It's pretty good.
Right. I get an Arasta the Endless Web.
That seems pretty good.
That's a good one, too. I like that card quite a bit.
Let's see. I'm going to get myself an Oblivion Sower.
Yeah!
Sorry, Pez. Your spider is actually an immortal son, according to the card reader.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine said
I don't know if
Doomscar.
that's worse or not, but... Did you say Oblivion Sower? Is that
Yeah,
what
I
I
did
heard?
say Oblivion Sower. I did.
So now
Yeah,
we have
it's
2
the-
Oblivions in this pod?
Yeah.
It's the the name that everyone thinks that I am, but I can assure you, I picked my name way before I started playing Magic. Many eons ago. And these just go to the
Eons.
bottom, right?
Yeah, correct.
Boo.
I don't know where my infinite tokens are.
I have an extra pack down here if you need it.
All right,
I
so
thought
the
they
other
were in
issue
this.
that happens when my pursued whale comes into play, you're all going to get a 1/1 pirate.
Woo!
A pirate.
Yeah, that says this creature can't block, and creatures you control attack each combat if able.
Oh, excellent.
So it basically goads. Here we go. Things are paying off for you, Oblivion, already. Look at this. All right, so the Tomb It Up is good. The tokens is done. Oh, there! It finally caught the Arasta. Finally, this time. And Pez, don't forget you're getting a token copy of Arasta.
He came downstairs because for whatever reason his dice bag bolt quiver thing uh doesn't have his infinite tokens in it like it did at one point. So he came and stole a package from me.
Gotcha. Okay, makes sense. Like traps. Like people thought I was named after Mind Break Trap, but then I had to tell them about trap cards in Yu-Gi-Oh. Ah, well, this is such as life.
And this is
Such is life.
all creatures attack if able.
Yeah, the 1/1 pirate says all creatures must attack. Um, and just so that everyone's ready, once you're done getting your pirate, everyone's gonna get a copy of Pursued Whale from chat, which means that everyone will then get 2 more pirates as well, and I will get 3 pirates.
So everyone will have 3 pirates.
Correct. Everyone should have 3 pirates that are 1/1s that can't block. Creatures must attack. There's my pirate.
Oh, it's an 8/8? Oh my god.
Okay, and we have 3 of those. So I'll put a 3 here. You know what? I'm not going to put a 3. I'm going to put 2 more infinite tokens underneath, just so that we know that there are 3 separate entities of this pirate. That's my plan. Okay, and that's the cursed. That's the pursued whale from Stolen Identity. Okay, then we have a mystery event targeting uh, Oblivion, and this is specifically. Are you ready? This is so good. So Benoit targeted you, Oblivion, for sassing him. Okay,
Huh.
we targeted you with a mystery event. So hey, Oblivion, gain 5 life.
Yeah.
And
Vindication.
and then because you sassed Benoit, Potpourri in chat has given you 5 life as well. So you gain another 5 life.
Hell yeah. That's what I like to see, baby.
That couldn't have
A-wing.
worked better for you, and I love it. I'm here for it. That's it in the chaos queue. So I'm gonna start my turn here. I've already drawn my card for turn. I'm going to. I don't have anything to play on turn one, so we'll go ahead and play this Botanical Sanctum, which comes into play untapped because I control 2 or fewer other lands. And then I will just pass the turn to you, Oblivion, because I have nothing else to do.
Okay.
Benoit's
I
so
know.
furious right now. Like I picture Benoit doing the scene from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia with Dennis, with the boat.
I also now have a 1/1 snake with death touch.
Yeah,
And draw this card.
so many tokens on your side of the board already.
The first basic land that comes into play is 2.
Combat is gonna get out of hand here.
I think I'm going to try to be a little fair.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna play this Canyon Slough.
All right.
And
So far, no tombs have occurred.
no tombage. 0 tombs.
Yes, 100%, Bob.
And then I think, we're all even. So I guess, honey, I'm gonna send my whale and I should do this the same way that I'm just doing it. I'm gonna send a whale and a pirate at you. Amara, you get a pirate.
Okay.
And Bevers, you get a death touch snake and a pirate.
Sure.
And technically I think I still have to attack with this too. Beans. I will send my Ophiomancer at Mr. Bevers in the hopes that he won't kill it.
Dang. You attack me with a death touch snake and then ask me not to kill your thing that makes death touch snakes?
Yeah.
Wow. All right, you've called my bluff. I won't block.
So it should be 1, 2, 3, 4 to Bevers.
I guess I'll
One
block
go-
your pirate,
I will-
right? Because
Yeah, you can block the pirate.
I'll block the pirate because it doesn't do much other than help. It helps you more than it helps anyone else, right? Because then you don't necessarily have to attack, right? If all your
Yeah.
pirates die.
Right. And then Amara has a pirate.
I will not block the pirate.
Not block.
I will take
Okay.
the 1.
I'm taking 3.
And then, honey, I'm hitting you with 8 and 1.
Well, block your whale with a whale and block your pirate.
Okay. So I have a dead pirate and no moss whale.
2 whales down. My goodness.
2 whales down.
You know what that means, Ben? Well, it's time to copy the whales again, right? That's how it works.
And I'm down to 1 fearsome pirate. And I'll pass my turn.
All right. I'm penniless. Well, listen. I don't know how to help you with this, Benoit. You gifted subs. That means you got some bonus points from that.
I'm gonna play this Temple of
You're already
Plenty
subbed yourself, so you
tapped.
should be getting bonus points for watching.
I'm gonna put this overgrown farmland on the bottom of my library.
Benoit's very upset right now. All of his hard work down the drain.
And then, honey, I'm gonna attack you for 6.
Dang.
Well, I just kind of have to take that and go to 39, eh?
Why is it 6 damage?
Because I have 3 pirates and
Yeah, 3
3
pirates.
5.
All of your pirates. Okay, gotcha. Yep. I was looking at it and I'm like, that's a 1/1 and a 3/5. Why is it 6 damage? And then I'm like, oh right, there's 3 pirates. I forgot. I'm the one that caused this problem.
And then I'm done.
Okie dokie.
All right.
I will draw for turn. I will play myself a.
Yeah, I was laughing at the half wailed up statement as well.
I'm gonna play myself a waste, which will be tombed. Haha! Now I can afford an ancient tomb. Success. We got
Well,
there.
before you do anything else, there is a redemption.
Redemption.
Everybody gets a treasure token.
Woo! Treasure. Does that change anything for this turn?
I don't know.
It does.
But we've also been given the chat crime. So everyone now has a Trove of Temptation, which means what Peso just did on his combat step won't work anymore, because everyone will have an emblem copy of Trove, which means we have to be attacked by each of our opponents during their combat steps.
Oh.
So you basically have to send at least one creature at each player.
Okay.
Mm-mm-mm.
Trove and treasure. Okay. Beginning of your end step, create a treasure token.
And it's here if anybody needs to click on it to see
That's
it.
silly. Okay. Let us go to combat then. I gotta attack everywhere, so I guess. Bevers?
I mean, you have 3 pirates.
I do have 3 pirates. I'm gonna send this Pursued Whale at you, Bevers. I
Wow.
shall send this Oblivion Sower at you, Pez. What is it? And then I shall send these 3 pirates at you, Oblivion. And that's
I will take my 3 Joe DiMaggio.
And then I take 5, right?
That's right, Bob.
Yep.
Australia's already been redeemed.
Yep, and Bevers, you have an 8.
I'm taking 8.
Haha!
Yeah.
And then I will go to the end of my turn and create a treasure token.
Before you go to your end of
Oh.
your turn, we do have a token redemption that got done while you went to combat. So, starting with you and going around the table, we'll do tokens.
We are going to have a Titan's Vanguard.
Great card.
Dun, 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 dun.
Hopefully. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Unfortunately, you don't get the cast,
Yeah.
I get an
but
Iron
it does
Will
have attack
Forger.
triggers on it, so it's pretty good. I got Mara Leaf Pixie. What did you get, Oblivion?
An Iron Will Forger.
I got a Tree of Redemption.
Iron Will Forger. This is a new card. I have no idea what this card does, so let's see. Lieutenant, at the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control your commander, target non-legendary creature you control gains Myriad until end of turn. Wow, that's pretty cool. That's pretty neat. And then, okay, so what's the name of your card? The card you didn't pick it up.
Tree of Redemption.
Oh, it's just Tree of Redemption. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's the new art. Okay, that's why.
It is new art, yes.
Oh, and the new art comes up when you type it into the card reader. Look at that. Cool. That's some really cool art for Tree of
Yeah,
Redemption.
the art goes crazy.
Wow. Holy moly. I might have to pick up a copy of this tree for my Arcades deck because it's already in there. Maybe I want to change the art. That's really cool looking. All right. That's everybody's things. Great. And then Amara, you can do what you want to do, which is, I assume, pass the turn.
Yep, I'll make a treasure and I will pass.
And make your treasure. I will make a Aura Leaf Pixie.
Treasures.
Uh-oh. Here. Okay. Oh dear. All right. Mara Leaf Pixie goes there. Okay,
Oh, no!
my turn. There will be a redemption from Colin.
What are you doing,
Alright, this has-
Colin?
Flying. Tap. Add. Green. Okay. My turn. Draw for turn. Tranquil ticket. Tokens completed. Stolen identity targeting the Iron Will Forger. We all now have an Iron Will Forger, which means we're all now incentivized. Play our commanders. Ooh, could you imagine Pursued Whale with Myriad? That'd be cool, right?
It'd be silly.
This is very stinky, and I don't like it.
I'm sure it'll be fine. What could go wrong?
Nothing can go wrong. It'll be fine. We'll all be okay.
What does it say? Yeah, at the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control your commander, target non-legendary creature gains mana.
He's a 3/3.
I just wrote it like this. If commander in play, give non-legend Myriad. Try to
Yeah, that's
short
pretty close to
format.
how I wrote it.
Commander, question mark? No legendary, gets Myriad. I love it. That's great. It's like a 0, right? Is that what it is? Or like the stop?
Like like a 0 with the line through it.
The
Like,
line through it,
no.
yeah. Yeah. No smoking here, or in other words, no legendary here. Alright, I'm gonna play this Arch of Eroska as my land for turn, which I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 permanents. I'm so close. What can we do with that? We have 4 mana available. 4 mana is not enough to do anything interesting, right? But we can tap this Marley Pixie so that we don't have to attack with it. And then tap these two and play this Hadana's Climb. That seems correct. Oh, I could have played my commander. Maybe that's what I do. Sack my treasure. Play my commander. Comes in with 5, and then now I get this cool thing. Here we go. Let's go. Pursued Whale at... Ooh, who has the highest life total? Mara?
Yep.
What are your blockers looking
I
like?
have
You've got
a
a 3/3
5.
and a 5/5?
Yep. And some treasures.
Okay. Cool. I will attack... if this has Myriad, which it does, I'm going to target the Pursued Whale with Myriad. These all 3. I'll swing one of each of these pirates at each of you because I have to. For this Trove of Temptation. Then I'll swing the real Pursued Whale at... Doesn't matter. I'll just swing it at Pez. And then Oblivion and Amara, you will get Pursued Whales
Okay.
tapped and attacking you as well.
Excellent. So
Which
then
means you'll each
more
of you will get
pirates.
2 more pirates.
Sweet.
Mercy.
And you'll each have an 8/8 coming at you as well as a 1/1.
I will take the 9.
And this Ironwood this happened on my turn, right? So this guy can't attack. Yeah. Okay.
I will block your pirate with my Iron Will Forger and take 8.
Sounds
I will block Pirate with Iron Will Forger and block Whale with Tree.
good. Yeah, because the tree just is an 013, so it'll just
Yeah.
bounce,
I'm taking it all.
which is perfectly fine with me. Would you like to block the remaining pirate? Would you like to block the whale coming at you?
Oh no, I'm not blocking either.
You're not blocking either. Okay,
Nope.
cool. So my pirate stays. You took 8. Okay.
I want you to keep
And
your
I
pirate.
believe my turn is over. My turn is over. I will make a treasure with Trove and pass the turn.
Okay.
This was Colin's dream the whole time, was making myriads of pursued whale.
So let's play this plains,
Yeah.
and it will be tuned.
Oh.
So I'll tap it, and I'll have a white floating,
Mhm.
and that's homegirl don't know how to do math, and that's fine. Let's not do that actually. Do this. Oh, actually, no, I have to do it that way. You know what? Who's got him? Not me.
Saturday's not for
I'll
braining.
tap this for a black, sack this for red. I'll cast my commander,
Yeah.
Zerto
Let's go.
Stormrender.
This is a new thing. So mobilize 1. When this creature attacks, create a tapped and attacking 1/1. Cool. Sacrifice at the beginning. Whenever a creature token you control leaves the. Ooh, this is very good for chaos. My goodness.
Mm-hmm. And how? I think
Hey,
I
Scoop.
will.
This is where we're supposed to say, "What the fuck is up, Scoop Face?" Right? That's the saying.
What the fuck is up, Denny's? I think I'm going to use my remaining white to swords your whale.
My whale.
Your
Oh
whale.
man.
But you get to gain 8 life, so congratulations.
Oh man.
You
Fine.
did it, Jay.
Aw, beans.
Beans.
Okay.
100% beans.
So this doesn't
Poor
have
whale.
haste, so it cannot attack.
My whale
Whale
got to live the
beans.
dream for a turn.
Scoop, nobody knows what a Swiss chalet is. These
What?
young.
Yes, we do.
Do you guys still have those?
Yes, they're all over.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, Swiss Chalet is a Canadian restaurant.
Oh.
I'm going to give my Death Touch Snake Myriad.
Pop out here is being like, I'm gonna leave the stream running while I go do something else so that I can have points to counter whatever Benoit does later.
That's fine.
Benoit, I don't know how you made an enemy of Potpourri, but you did. I don't know what you've done, but here we are.
I'm going to send the my
Have a great day, Colin. Thanks for hanging out. And thanks for causing chaos.
Iron Will Forger.
Yeah.
My and my Ophiomancer at Bevers.
Fair.
I'm going to send 2 Death Touch Snake and a Pirate at Amara, and then a Death Touch Snake and 2 Pirates at Pez.
Okay. Which thing got the myriad? Was the snake?
Yep.
Okay. So then I think one of the snakes has to go with each of us, right? That's how myriad works.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you so go for that, Bestie. So we'll do it like this is a snake, this is a pirate, this is a snake, this is a pirate. Snake, pirate. Average, you have a higher life total. You get a pirate. So you get an Iron Will Forger, an Ophiomancer, a snake, and a pirate. Amara gets a pirate and a snake. Pez gets a pirate and a snake.
Perfect.
I will take Snake Block Pirate,
I will
Okay.
take both.
but specifically blocking Pirate with Iron Will Forger, so Pirate die.
Boop, boop. I will take my 2.
I guess I will block Iron Will Forger with my Iron Will Forger so that they trade.
Okay.
And then I'll take
Whoa.
4.
Or yep, that'd be it.
Okie dokie.
And then a creature token I control left the battlefield. I
Couple,
get to
right?
draw. Whenever a creature token you control leaves the battlefield, draw a card if it was attacking.
Yeah,
I get to
because you
draw a
lost
card.
one pirate and you lost your Iron Will, so you'll draw a card for each of them, right?
Well, that's what I thought, but
I mean, it says
we
whenever a
Yeah,
creature
it's
token
for
you
each
control
one.
leaves, it's for each. Yeah.
Yeah.
isn't that the opposite of what we decided last night?
No, that was a different card that you did.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
I lost a token.
Me.
I lost one token. So 2
That's
cards,
it.
yeah?
Yep, for sure. 2 cards.
I need to discard a card.
Yeah, they definitely format the wording on cards very close together, but slightly different, and I can understand what you mean. It's like, didn't we
So I
decide
don't
something different
remember the
last
card
time? Yeah.
yesterday, but it was like whenever you do something
Oh,
to
it was the orc
something
it was the
opponents.
warrior thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I need to move to my end step, and I'm gonna discard this lingering souls, and then I get to
Big
make a
brain.
treasure, right?
Yeah, you get a treasure. Yep.
Bam.
Also, I
Done.
see that Siege Gang commander on top of your deck. Don't think I don't.
Mhm.
Hey man, I didn't build the deck.
You're like, you see nothing, and I also am
But
not responsible.
This
Fair,
isn't
fair.
my
Right.
Also, what the
fault.
heck is this on? What is this on Pez's deck? What is that card? Is this a new card? I don't know what that is. It looks dangerous though. Whatever.
Legendary creatures.
Balden Sentry Herdmaster, 6 mana 0/7 says, during your turn, each creature assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. Whenever Balden attacks up to 100 target creatures, get +0/+X until end of turn, where X is the number of cards in my hand.
Up to 100 target creatures.
Up to 100 target creatures.
Why?
This is probably story related in some way.
Up to
Oh, Century
100.
Herdmaster. Century is 100, so yes,
Yep.
that's fair.
That's
What
ridiculous.
is
Because this
Magic
was
card?
E
Huh?
Honda. This was E Honda.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
That is E Honda.
Oh.
Ah, okay. That makes sense. I didn't know that they were still doing that. To be honest, I thought they had given up on making all the in-universe versions of the cards that had been printed in those secret layers.
Yeah, they just kind of show up in randomly in packs.
Yeah,
We'll play a swamp for a turn, and it will be tombed.
look at that. Doomed land.
And I am going to take 2 ouchies. And tap my temple for a green, sack my treasure for a white, and I'll play my commander, Belethar, the Steadfast.
Yeah.
So each creature I control assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. Creatures I control can attack as though they didn't have defender, and then I can pay 3 and tap it to sacrifice another creature and draw cards equal to the sacrificed creature's toughness.
Yeah.
And then
But I think it's
discard cards
slapped by a
equal
bunch
to
of
its
threes,
power.
I think.
So I'm going to move to the old combat.
Yeah.
And I'm going to target my Tree of Redemption with the Iron Will Forger.
Yeah.
So,
That's what I saw happening.
Mr. Bevers, I'm going to send 2 pirates at you Amara, I'm also going to send 2 pirates at you, and Honey, I'm going to send 1 pirate at you. And then with the original Tree of Redemption, that is going to go at Oblivion. And then
Okay.
there will be 2 token copies of it attacking
And don't
Mr.
forget
Bevers and
your
Amara.
Arasta has to attack as well. So
Oh,
does your
yes.
Iron Will Forger.
Oh, yes.
I have no blockers and no mana other than this, so I would say that I'm a pretty good target for you to attack.
I will send the Iron Will Forger at you, Mr. Bevers, and Arasta will come at Oblivion.
And Arasta has a 5 butt, doesn't she?
5 butt.
Yeah.
Ooh. Well, I guess I'll block the pirate with Zergo and take 18 and go to 10.
I'm going to take everything and also take 18.
I will take everything as well. Dun, 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 dun. What should be?
Cool.
Is it 14?
Look at us all go.
I'll take 14.
And then I'll pass.
And I will go to
15.
14. There we go. Okie dokie. I will untap. Man, I have so many pirates. I draw this. That's a land. Let us play.
Feel like we just got smacked around by a bunch of trees.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you did.
You ever got hit by broccoli before?
I'm gonna lose
You know,
2.
I want to say that yes, I have. You know,
I'm gonna tap this for a colorless as well. And then
I used to work in the produce department at the grocery store when I was a teenager,
Fair.
and broccoli crown fights were a thing that happened occasionally.
That's so silly, and I love it.
I'm gonna play Alec, the fused atrocity. Gonna go to combat.
People say veggies are good for us. That's right, Jen. Most of the time they do say that.
I am going to give Myriad to Titan's Vanguard. I'm then
That
going
seems gross.
to go to combat.
Yeah.
Titan Vanguard is going to come at you, Bevers.
Yep. Sure.
And then everybody else is going to get a Titan's Vanguard as well. On attack, the Titan's Vanguard are going to give all the Titan Vanguard, or all the colorless creatures, 3+1/+1 counters. So they'll give,
Yep.
so they'll give
Oh.
all of these guys.
Well, hold on, because the two that come in attacking won't get their attack.
Will they not
trigger.
get their attack triggers? Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know if you
Okay.
want to change which one you're targeting.
Oh no, it's
That's weird.
fine.
Okay.
Because otherwise, I would just make it's fine. Okay, so that will get a +1/+1 counter. Everybody's getting Titan Vanguards. Let's send over.
You didn't want to myriad your own pursued whale and make a bunch more pirates?
As much as I would like to make more pirates, I'm gonna send over this pursued whale at you, Bevers. And
At
then,
me? Oh, I'm very dead.
yeah, and then I'm gonna send this Oblivion Sower over at you, Pez. Oh, this guy's a 0/7 though. Yeah. Okay, we'll send this over at Oblivion. Okay, so, and then my 5 pirates will come at you, Pez. My Iron Will Forger will come at you, Oblivion. So I think, yeah, okay, that's it. There we go. Pez, Oblivion, Bevers, and everybody's got a Vanguard.
So I'm getting attacked for 10.
You'll be being attacked for 10.
I think Oblivion, you and I might be dying here.
Yeah.
6.
You
Oh yeah, because even if I blocked the.
If you block the 6.
I think I'm dead
Power
though on the crackbacks.
Oh no, you take 8 if you block the 6 power. But that leaves you at
2.
Not great.
Yeah. Well, I guess we just try that.
Hey,
Rip,
Prox.
rip Zergo.
Hey, Proxy.
Yeah, and
People are down
I
to
have
life
nothing to
totals that
block
you could
with, so
you could make people lose
I-
life.
I just take a casual. What is that? 14. I go to 1. Ooh, cool.
Excellent. Um,
Mara has somehow made us, on the verge of death. So I've been like,
yes.
I didn't kill you though. See?
Yeah, see? You still get to play. I will then.
Meanwhile, me and Oblivion are like, hey, that's cool tombland I have that I can't tap for mana. Cool, love that.
Mhm.
I will go to the end of my turn and make a treasure, and then I will pass my turn.
And the worst part is I don't have a tombland yet, but I do have this forest on top of my library, which I was going to play, and then now that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I play it or not. All right, well, I guess I'll untap and I'll draw this forest. That if I play it and tap it, it will just kill me. That sounds like not
So
a
you can
great
go out
plan.
on your own terms.
You know what? You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
You
Sure,
can just,
let's play the forest.
yeah, you could just
And
put it out
we'll
there
have
if
our
you
own
need
backup
to.
plan. So that way if Proxy tries to kill me, I can kill myself in response. And I have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana I have access to, which is not enough. Wow. So close. We could do something real dumb. 1 more mana. And it's not dumb like it's not gonna save me or anything. It's just dumb. That doesn't do anything. We could cycle that, which doesn't do
Do the dumb thing.
also nothing. Torben's here. Hello, Torben.
Hey, Torben.
Oh, I agree. Really dumb shit is extremely fun, but I'm 1 mana short. And by that I mean I could technically cast it, but it would kill me to do so. Um, we have a chat chaos roll
Chat
from Proxy. So I might just die to this. So let's see what happens. We all roll a die. If you roll odd, you take a damage.
Evens.
Even.
Oh, even. I didn't die.
I got closer.
Oblivion is now at 1.
Come on, chat. Get crazy. You got points.
For the record, Oblivion and I are the lowest life totals. And Oblivion gained 10 life this game, but lost 5 from chat. So gained 5. But I gained 8 from your Swords to Plowshares, and we're both like the lowest. This is bad news bears for us. Blame Cooper. I agree. I agree blaming Cooper. We did get a treasure, though. Thank you so much for the follow, Torben. Welcome to the B team. I hope you're having yourself a wonderful Saturday. Okay, so we got a treasure. Everyone gets the treasure. We're blaming Cooper, which is free. Okay, so I'm going to pay 2, 3, 4.
No,
5,
no,
6,
Proxy, no.
7.
Chaos.
I'm going to cast this for 7, and I'm going to cast this Great Whale, which is going to untap up to 7 lands. So I'll untap my 3, okay? But I'll untap both of Oblivion's lands, and I'll untap both of Pezo's lands as well. Sure, why not? Take that, Amara.
Pleasant.
There's
What you
another
get
chaos.
for leaving us on the verge of death.
Chaos.
Then we have another chaos roll, and I might die. So let's go. I managed to play my Great Whale, and that's all that matters.
Big bucks, no
Even.
whammies.
I
Big
have
bucks,
died.
no whammies.
Did you
Oh,
roll a
Success.
5 too? 'Cause I rolled a 5. Did we go out together?
Yeah,
You did. I
we
rolled a 2.
we notebooked it, babe.
We found the Ferris wheel, right? And the rain.
Yep.
Is that's what that movie was about, right? Ferris wheel and rain. That's all I remember.
Was there even a Ferris wheel in that movie? I don't remember.
I know there's a notebook.
I just remember the end being
is
horrifyingly sad and something about like I just can't quit you. Wait, no, that's Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. The whole Alzheimer's
Whatever.
ending was like not.
Horrible.
It was not great. There is no food token redemption. You are correct, Orban, but it's okay. It's all good. So I've died to the chaos roll,
I have
at which
also
point Oblivion also died, which means the turn passes immediately to Pez. So you can untap and draw, and then after you draw for turn, we'll do the other 2 redemptions that have come in.
Untap, draw.
Here you go. All right. Torben redeemed a everybody loots. So you and Amara will both draw and then discard. Proxy got a 2 for 1, killed me and Oblivion with 1 chaos roll.
That's so silly.
Proxy, you owe Amara something now because Amara is the one who left us at 1 life each, basically.
I'm Amara.
Oh, your 2 for 1 wouldn't have happened
Gonna
without.
go buy a planar bridge in my graveyard.
And then Jen redeemed a mystery event
Mr.
targeting Amara, and this is the funniest mystery event to probably get with only 2 people left. So it's time for Uno Reverse, which means you change the turn order. So instead of going clockwise, you're now going counterclockwise. But because there's only 2 of you, it doesn't matter.
Damn it.
Oh,
So Pez, you can continue your turn. Everybody's got their 2 now, right? I can mark this as complete and get it out of the queue. There we go.
Play this exotic orchard as land for turn. Do you have a Ululek on the battlefield, Amara?
I do.
Okay.
This was probably one of the fastest game ones we've had in a while now. Those pursued whales making everyone have to attack really speeds things up.
Like,
And then also a 0-13 tree that gets myriad and
Yeah.
smacks everyone. Also,
We're just.
Ciao.
Ciao indeed.
I think you got it if
No.
you just attack with everything.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think I can either feed the swarm your guy or just not worry about it.
I can tell you
and
there's
just
nothing.
attack you with. I'm gonna attack you with all my stuff.
I will.
Don't forget to give something myriad, not that it matters.
Yeah.
It will be my tree.
I will just accept
Sweet.
it because I do not have anything to do. It's in response.
Yeah,
so.
'cause, like you block the tree,
Yeah.
right? And
I
you
will-
still take
Yeah, I would
8.
still take.
10, 15, 16,
Yeah.
17, 18.
Yeah.
That's enough.
Yepper. Good game.
There we go. We did it.
Very good game.
We want to do a game 2, yeah?
Sure.
Do we have time where I can take a restroom break briefly?
Of course, yeah. We'll do a 5-minute break in between. So I'll put on the break screen, and chat. You can watch Robin Gord, or you can go take a break yourself because when we take breaks, you should also take breaks. Get up, use the bathroom, go get your fluids swapped, all those kind of good things. Get yourself a new liquid, expel the liquids you might have already consumed. I don't know.
Fluid
It's up to you.
swap. What is this?
Yeah, fluid swap.
Is this okay?
It's a fluid swap. Fine. Rotate your fluids. Is that what you want me to say? I can say.
I don't know.
If that's better.
I've never rotated. my fluids
sometimes I have chicken broth in my IV, and other times it's water.
Exactly. So
my blood is
we'll be
mostly
right
energy
back.
drink.
Folks. Thanks so much for causing all the chaos, and we will be back momentarily for game 2. And maybe we'll be playing the same decks, and maybe we won't. Who knows? Fluid swap is just what you think it is. See? Exactly. Yeah.
I'll be right back.
All right. Rob and Gord are now talking about combos, as they do.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a different deck.
I too will grab it. What deck should I play for game 2? Let's bring Lord of Pain. Gotta get it out of my cool box. All right.
I liked that Give Something Myriad guy, the Iron Wolf Forger. It's a neat card.
Yeah, that Myriad creature seems real cool.
It's also cool, like, I don't know which commander deck it's in. I assume it's in the Zergo one. But it's cool because in response to the exile effect, I could, if like I didn't attack with my commander and it didn't have summoning sickness, I could pay the 3 and sack one of the Myriad tokens to draw like the 13 cards. Like if I was doing that with the Tree of Redemption again,
Yep.
and then just not have to discard any cards because it's a 0/13.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. That would
Like,
be sweet.
yeah, I'll hit everyone for 13. I'll draw 13 cards.
Just a casual hit everyone for 13, then draw 13 cards, and everyone's
Yeah.
like, "What are you doing?" And you're like, "What?"
It's just broccoli. Leave me alone.
Yeah. Yeah, because like, yeah, that is also in your colors, right? For that deck.
Right.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Kind of crazy.
That's a wild time. That's what that is.
I don't know about you, but I appreciate paying 3 mana and drawing 13 cards. Seems like a pretty good rate.
It's all right. Yeah. Yeah, you know, like I wouldn't say no to it, I guess. Is what I'm saying. There's so many wild cards in like the newer sets too that are just like, here's like pay like 4 mana, get like, 5 bodies or some nonsense.
Oh yeah,
like,
exactly.
Nice. There's a what is it? What's that card? Oh yeah, the new Arabo or whatever that came out with, what was that? Aether Drift? Is that where that one's from?
I think it's from Foundations.
Foundations. Yeah, you're right. Foundations. Like that one, it's like a 3-drop or whatever for a 2/2,
Yep.
but it comes with a 2/2. It comes with a 1/1 that gets bigger. And then if you have another cat, you get 2 more bodies as well, right? Like I saw someone play it on turn 4 for 3 mana, and then play a 1-drop after that. That was also a cat. So then they got 4 bodies for 4 mana that were all 2/2s or bigger. And I was like, Jeebus.
Yeah, Magic cards are wild these days.
Like, the return on investment here is getting out of hand. They took the EV that everyone used to follow for the value of the cards, like price wise. They took that and they went, how can we make this in-game currency and make it way better? Reminding me of, I need to change these things. Where are we here? Chat crime. Crime needs to be updated to 2 so that we can get that again for game 2. And the hot potato needs to be, so we can get that again for this. Wait, we didn't get the hot potato, did we?
No.
No one gave us the hot potato. All right. Well, I'll leave it at 1 then, because that means it hasn't been redeemed yet. All right. Is everyone ready? Is everyone back?
Yep.
Yep, I am back.
Just
Just
changed
How are
resure.
we
my
feeling? Are we
computer.
playing the same deck or a different deck? It looks like
I'm
you
playing
two are going to play the same deck, which makes sense.
Jolene, the Plunder Queen.
Jolene, Jolene, Jolene.
I'm going to play the Lord of Pain for game 2, so that way we know the life totals will always go down. Right? This is funny.
I do. That's the best thing about Lord of Pain and Volgavoth. It's just like, okay, we need to play a quick game. Okay, excellent.
Don't forget to reset your life totals
Oh
on
yeah, I
spell
want to
table.
start at a different life. I handicap myself to 12. I got this.
I'll start at 12.
That's all the life I need.
Actually, did any of you happen to catch the LRR thing that they did with the brackets?
No.
They did a game, a pod, where each person in the pod was playing a deck of a different bracket level. So like bracket 1, bracket 2, bracket 3, bracket 4, all against each other in one pod. And all they did was update the life totals. So the person playing bracket 1 started at 40, bracket 2 started at 30, so on and so forth. Right? And I was like, that's interesting, but also I feel like it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like bracket 1 deck starting at 40 is not going to be enough of a life buffer playing against a deck that has multiple game changers and also possibly multiple tutors and things when you have none of those things.
Yeah.
It was interesting. It was interesting to watch.
I have to check it out just to see what happens.
I don't think I've actually finished watching it yet, so I don't actually know what the outcome was. But like, I got about halfway through, and like the life totals definitely didn't matter by halfway through. It was like people were gaining life and losing life just as fast as anyone else, basically, and so life totals were starting to even out, basically. Because the other thing in a commander game, right, is like you go, like most people will go look and they'll say, "Oh, who's the highest life total? I'm going to attack them because they have the most resource, right, outside of what's on the table."
Yeah.
So all right, if everyone's ready, I will interrupt Robin Gord, and we'll head back over to. I haven't watched these in a while. These Robin Gord things. I forgot how ridiculous we were when we made them.
It's great.
How did I manage to draw essentially the same hand? Like, how does that happen? Yep, this is great.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Chat Chaos Manor. I am your host, Bevers. We're back again for Game 2. That's right. We're going to dive into Game 2. Amara and I have swapped decks. Oblivion and Pez have decided to keep their decks to show off the new hotness that is the Dragonstorm Precons. Is it Dragon? No, it's Dragons of Tarkir. Is that what it's called?
Arkir
Dragonstorm. Yeah,
Dragonstorm.
Tarkir
Dragonstorm.
Dragon. See, I had the name correct, kind of.
You had all the
Dragonstorm is the
words
correct name.
plus extra words.
Yeah, all the words plus extra words. That's how I do things. It's called word spaghetti. You just throw words at the wall and see what sticks.
Something's got to be right, right?
Yeah, 100%. House head math proofs make any day better. Yeah, correct. 100% Charles Mark. That's right. I was just saying to the pod here while it was going. I was like, I forgot how ridiculous Proxy and I were when we filmed some of these things, like putting the math thing over Proxy's face or over Gord's head while the outro was going to be like, "Whoops, you're not." He's thinking about what's been said. And wait, hold on, wait a minute. Are you insulting me? Yes, yes, I am. Oh, wait a minute. That's not fair. Absolutely unhinged and awesome. Yeah, I agree. We need to get back to filming more of them. We have a bunch of scripts written. We just haven't got the space to record them in yet at this moment in time. So we'll get some more on the books at some point here in the near future once we get our space organized for where we can film. But it will be happening. I can guarantee you that because we do already have a bunch of scripts together. Actually, I have it open in another window right here. How many episodes do we have? We go look at the last one. Uh, we have up to episode 6 already written, and we have 3 more combos ready to be put together into scripts. So, and our scripts are loose. Like our scripts are loosely based. We definitely ad lib a lot of the lines and stuff. But anyway, we'll get to that. Um, Welcome back. I am your host, Bevers. This is Chat Chaos, where you can spend your channel points or your Chaos Orbs to impact the game in real time. You can do a whole bunch of weird stuff like what you saw last game, which was, if you didn't see last game, we had an Uno reverse happen, we had some life gain, we had tokens, we had treasures being given out. There was a lot of weird nonsense. A lot of stolen identities happened as well. People got copies of Pursued Whale as well as a, what was that, the Iron Will Forger that gave Myriad to everyone else, which was
Yeah.
wild as well. So lots of weird stuff can happen. You can also plane chase us or give someone the archenemy and make someone become the archenemy, in quotes. They just resolve the top archenemy card, and it causes lots of problems. That being said, we're going to go around the table, let my guests talk about who they are, where you can find them, and their various things, starting with Oblivion. Go ahead, Oblivion.
Yeah, hi, hello. My name's Oblivion. I'm one half of the Grim Tutors. My partner Buzz and I make educational Magic the Gathering content for players of all skill levels. And if you are a stream watcher enjoyer, I personally am a full-time content creator on my own Twitch channel, and we will be doing something very exciting tomorrow, which is hosting the official Arena Championship after party. So after the championship is over, they will raid into us, and I'll be playing limited and giving away some arena packs and some gems, which is super exciting. And also starting next week, I will be starting making content as I'm heading up the Magic the Gathering Online University. So there's some really exciting content there. So if you've never played Magic the Gathering Online, you want to learn, or you want to learn more about playing Magic the Gathering Online, you can watch my streams, and then I will be editing those into videos for the Mako University channel. So it's super exciting.
That's awesome. I can't wait to see those. Those would sound like they're going to be good times. And
Yeah, I'm really
FTGO is
excited.
a great platform, by the way, for any of you out there who have never looked at it or used it. It is definitely not Arena. I can tell you that, right?
Mhm.
But that doesn't mean that it's bad, right?
It is
What I
the
mean is
closest thing to paper Magic that you can get online.
exactly like so. And the thing I love about it is that you can play almost every format, right? And by that I mean you can play every format. It's just some of them are like timed and things like the cubes and that kind of stuff happen, at different times of the month and all those kind of things. But they rotate formats in like the pools where you can play them. So that's really cool. But you can also play literally every other format in pickup. So like if you want to play Legacy, you can just do pickup games, or you can enter into a sealed like a not a sealed, a league, right? Like leagues exist for all of those formats at all
Mhm.
times, which is sweet. So if you want to play any of those formats online at any time, MTGO is your choice. So
Absolutely.
sweet. I'm excited to see what you do. Like I'm assuming you're going to be doing a bunch of like videos for each of the formats and stuff too, right? That you enjoy playing.
Yeah, we'll be doing videos about each of the formats just to not only like reteach about the format, but how to build a deck, how to play a deck, practice, all those kinds of things. And then also just like running the program, right? So
Yeah.
different settings, different options, because there's a lot of things that you can do inside of the program that not a lot of people know about, or if you're not like heavily into it, and haven't been playing it for a bazillion years like I haven't. There's a lot of really great things that you can do, but you just might not know yet. So that's going to be my job for the foreseeable future, is to help people learn how to play Magic online. And of course, being a Miko creator, I get uh, points that I can give away every month. So I usually give those out in chat. So if you want to try out, a sealed or a draft, it's usually enough to get you a draft. So it's super fun. It's a really good time.
20 play points, right, for each of those
Yep.
codes. Yeah. So that
Mhm.
should be enough for a draft, right?
Yep.
Sweet.
So it's super fun, super exciting, and I do that over on my own channel. And this week is also early access for Tarkir Dragonstorm, not just in Arena, but also in on Magic the Gathering Online. So be sure to follow me on Twitch and everywhere at Oblivion Sorrow so you can see when I'll be streaming and what I'll be playing. But I'll let Pez tell you about the rest of the 2D Cutie schedule.
Hello, everyone. I'm Pez, the other half of the Grim Tutors. I was gonna say that we are gonna be at MagicCon Las Vegas as creators, so come see us there. That's gonna be super cool. It's gonna be hot. Bring your sunscreen for sure, for sure. We're also ambassadors for Dragonstorm, and keep an eye out for all that fun content that we'll be putting out throughout the weeks.
That's awesome. And speaking of Dragonstorm,
And
can we go
speaking
back
of
to you?
Dragonstorm,
Yeah,
I
can we
am
go back to
playing
Oblivion?
Fellothar, the Steadfast, the Precon commander
Yeah,
Yes,
sweet.
for
and I'll
Absinthe.
be playing Zergo Stormrender, which is the precon for Mardu, because Hot Mardu.
Hot Mardu Mardu.
Hot Mardu murder. Hot Mardu mommies rise up. Gang
There we
gang.
go. There we go. Perfect. Gang. You say gang gang? Is that what I heard?
Gang gang.
I did. Gang gang.
Perfect. Love it. I'm here for it. Awesome. Thank you so much for both
Zergo an
being here.
honorary mommy?
Yeah.
Now, yeah.
If-
Or is he a Hot Mardu daddy?
Well, if piloted by a Hot Mardu mommy, it's just honorary hotness.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Fair. That's fair. Awesome. Well, thank you both for being here. It's always a pleasure, and I'm super stoked to see all the stuff you got coming up with the MTGO Creator Program as well as all your other stuff going on. The Arena Party sounds sweet tomorrow too. So make
Yes.
sure everyone you go and follow Oblivion over there on the channel. We shouted it out, so you can go check it out and tune in. Because, like she said, there's going to be giveaways and stuff tomorrow as well.
7
when that
p.m.
happens.
Eastern.
Make sure you're there. And last but not least, Amara, take it away.
Hey, I am Amara Goddess of Blunder. What's happening, everybody? I make Magic the Gathering content on the internet. You can find me over on twitch.tv/Goddess of Blunder, where I make Magic the Gathering content over there, where we play different forms of Magic the Gathering, like Arch Enemy and Plane Chase, and change up the rules every once in a while, doing ungames and fun stuff like that. I do cosplaying. You can find me over in MagicCon Vegas in June. I will be roaming around as Alesha, and I will also be roaming around as Obera from Final Fantasy XIII. I will have new puppets. Yeah, I might be playing Jolene, the Plunder Queen. I make treasures, and then I punch you in the face. Jolene, Jolene, gonna punch you in the face.
I'm a fan of your version of that song.
Thank you. Also, you can find us over on Wednesday. We'll be playing the Tarkir decks over on MTGO on Wednesday night. I do believe. I think that's what we're doing. I will find out. But that's all I got.
Sounds like a great time. Thank you so much, Amara, for being here. Those of you, please go check out Amara's channel as well. And Amara put her links in chat there as well. Awesome, perfect. And I'm switching it up to Lord of Pain for game 2. So let's roll 2d6 to see who goes first. My Lord of Pain deck is the Precon with about 10 changes to it. Maybe not even 10, maybe 5.
9.
I
rolled a
also
10.
rolled a 9. Bevers.
I know, right?
Yeah.
10.
Ah, there it is. All right, let's roll off.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Here we go, 6 this time.
You still get to go first. I rolled the Dastardly 4.
Dastardly.
All right. Okay, well, we have a couple redemptions in the queue here. And for those of you who also don't know, the bot did remind me here in chat, I am a Quivertime ambassador, so if you want to get your cool Quivertime bolts and things, and quivers, and various other products, you can use my code at checkout to get 10% off your orders. I believe, Amara, you're an ambassador as well, right? For
yeah.
Quiver, right?
Yeah.
What about you, Tooties? Are you in there yet?
We are not, but the Quivertime team was kind enough to send us a $100 coupon, as I wanted to work with them on some accessibility options for different straps and things for those that are a little mobility challenged, like myself and some other great content creators and players alike. And
That's
they
awesome.
just said, here is a coupon and it's free shipping. And so now we've each got a quiver and a bolt, and I have my own playmat tube. So now I can wander around by myself, and Pez doesn't have to be my pack mule when we go to conventions,
That's
which is
sweet.
pretty nice.
Yeah, that's awesome. So like, are you working then with them to like work on the accessibility products too?
I've mentioned they have some products that they're like in testing with
Okay.
that would be helpful. But I've made suggestions just about like straps and like different options that maybe you could customize. So like instead of just having one, maybe since it has a dual lip,
Yep.
that they can make like a backpack style strap. Because like when I go to conventions, I usually use a cane because 300
Right.
pound dudes that play Magic the Gathering with giant backpacks have no spatial awareness and will knock
Mm-hmm.
me over.
Mm-hmm.
So it's mostly for balance, not necessarily for walking. So having something on one side of me when I'm already carrying and holding something else maybe might not be the best thing. Or for someone in a wheelchair who, like Phyrexian Hannah, for instance, she's an electric wheelchair when she gets around, and she can hang her quiver on one side, but if she had more of a backpack style strap, it would be a little bit more secure, like on the back of her
Right.
wheelchair or off her basket or something like that. So just kind of things like that, because accessibility is really important, and it's important that people with disabilities of all kinds and levels are able to feel like they can participate in events, because I know that that's something that I really struggled with after I became disabled was how do I get to go do fun stuff now? So
Well,
let's
I'm
work.
100% on the same side as you here. Like this stuff is just like should be commonplace, so that everyone feels like they're welcome and a bit able to do the things that everyone does, right? So anything we can
Yeah,
do to alleviate that stuff is 100% great, right? So um, I'm super stoked that you're talking to them, and that I know the Quiver Time team is very good with feedback and stuff. So like they are
they're
definitely, if
very
you've told them about
sweet.
it, they're definitely looking into it, right?
Yeah,
So
very
that's
nice
awesome.
people.
Yeah, they're super good. So sweet. I'm excited to see what comes from that too, because I've talked about to them about not necessarily as accessibility stuff specifically, but I've definitely talked to them about straps and stuff, like different straps for their different cases. Because I'm like, it'd be nice to have this so that you could do these types of things instead of having to always sling it over your shoulder or over your neck or whatever, right? Like, um, so I'm excited to see what they're coming up with because I know that they're working on it. We'll
Yeah,
get
they're
started.
great.
Let's get started. We have three redemptions. We have a chat crime redemption, so we're all gonna get our trove of temptation back. It's already back. We're starting with it this time.
And
And
that's
then
you one bonk per. Everybody has to take a bonk
that's right.
when you
Everybody's got to
attack.
take a bonk, and then you get a treasure at the end of your turn. And then before we even do, I guess I should draw for turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I should draw for turn because that's when this stuff happens at sorcery speed. And then we're gonna flip our libraries upside down again because Trap decided he wanted to send us back to Australia.
Bloop.
I have Sir Conrad the Grim on top of my library.
Gross.
So what happens if you don't have enough creatures where you could bonk like one person each? Do you
You
just not
choose.
get
Yeah,
to
you just
bonk?
choose. Yeah.
Okay.
And then the next redemption is a token redemption. So I'm going to get a token of Sir Conrad the Grim.
Oh, sure.
I'm gonna get an arcane signet, baby. Let's go.
It's a
Non-land permanent.
non-land permanent.
That's right.
I'll get a tree redemption.
I remember
It's back
this.
again.
I'm gonna get a Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Oh,
Ooh, that's
that would
a.
have been a Nyx Bloom Ancient. Would have been the next.
Oh my
That would have
goodness.
been icky.
Yeah. Fable.
Uh, This is my Sir Conrad the Grim.
It's wonderful.
And lo, he rode a horse. His,
The horse is an important part, right, of the art. That's all I'm saying. That's it for the chat chaos. So I'm gonna start my turn. I'm gonna play a. I'm gonna play this Temple of Malice because I don't have anything else to do. Which will let me scry, and I think I'll put this arcane signet on the bottom of my library. I feel like that's probably fine. And then I will pass the turn because I don't have anything else to do, and I can't attack with Sir Conrad because it just came into play.
Alright. Um. Hmm. I think. Do I want to do that? I guess that wouldn't necessarily matter. So it would be fine. I'm going to play this planes, and I'm going to tap it and my
Hey,
arcane signet to cast this talisman of hierarchy.
wait. Hey, Matt, how's it going?
And that is all I'm going to do, besides make my treasury Daniels.
Oh, right. I'm supposed to get a treasure at the end of my turn. Right.
I will draw for a turn. And I will play the Sandstep Citadel tapped.
Maybe dumping my
And
arcane signet was a bad choice.
I'll make a treasure and pass the turn.
Okay.
How are you doing, man? I hope you're doing well. For those of you who don't know, Jackal costuming in chat, that's a Johnny that
Yes,
you will have seen at various cons.
We
that's
love.
awesome. There we go. I have a Goblin Shaman. I will draw for turn. I will play myself a mountain as my land. And then I gotta attack with my Goblin Shaman. So
Goblin Shaman.
I have a Goblin Shaman because of my Fable of the Mirrorbreaker. I made a little Goblin man who makes a
And you
treasure.
technically go to the second.
Yeah, I
story
do
of
go to the
your-
second one. Do I want to? What is the
Don't
second
forget
one?
that, yeah.
What does the second one do? Discard up to 2 cards. If you do, draw that many cards. Okay, cool. I can do that. That's a thing I can do.
Now the interesting thing too, right? Oh no, this one doesn't. This one's not gonna do the right thing. But for the last one, the last step in this one exiles it and then returns it transformed. But it won't do that, even though there's both sides. Because it's a token, it'll just be gone.
I will take this Leyline Tyrant and a Trading Post. And then we go to combat. Everybody. Oh, you got a tree. Oh, Oblivion's the only one who doesn't have anything. So I guess Goblin Shaman is going over to you, Oblivion.
Wow.
I will take 2 damages.
I will make myself a treasure on attack. And then I will go.
This is what we call a crime of opportunity, Chan.
Yeah, basically. Are you
Who doesn't have a
open?
blocker? Attack them.
Okay, I am gonna go to the end of my turn, and I will create another treasure. Boop.
All right. I will untap. I will draw this Decree of Pain off the top of my library. I will play a mountain. Yes. I will then proceed to paying 2 for this thought vessel. Will then allow me to sacrifice this treasure and play this Harsh Mentor. So whenever an opponent activates an ability of an artifact, creature, or land on the battlefield that isn't a mana ability, this will deal 2 damage to them.
Fair and understandable.
Yeah. You can stack your treasures for mana. You won't take damage from that. But if you tap something to, change your life total with a tree, that'll do 2 damage to you.
We'll definitely do that on my turn for sure.
I knew it. That's why I brought it up. See? I have to attack with Sir Conrad, so I will attack probably Amara with this 5/4. It's another called Crime of Opportunity because
Yep.
Amara has no blocker.
I will take it. We'll go to
Oh no, I've been given the
35.
hot potato
Dun, da, da, da.
during my combat step when I don't have mana to give it away. Thanks so much, Sean.
Potatoed. You got potato.
I guess I'll take 5 damage and pass the turn.
All right.
That's what you get for attacking me with Sir Conrad.
Right? Yeah.
I'm going to play this.
Sean wonders why I tell him I'm not going to invite him back.
I'm gonna play this Temple of Tribe tapped, and I'm gonna leave that mountain on the top of my library.
All right.
Feels like a good choice. What do I want to do? That's interesting.
5 damage for free Sir Conrad. I feel like I would take if I would. I think honestly, I think if I could put Sir Conrad into play for free from any deck that I put it in, by only paying 5 life, I would do it every time.
I think I'm
Every
gonna
time.
do something a little crazy. We're gonna
Uh-oh.
go 1 colorless,
All right, I
black,
got a treasure thing.
sack this for doesn't matter. I'm gonna cast Within Range. This is an enchantment.
What the heck is that?
It says when this enchantment enters, you make 2 1/1 red warrior creature token. Whenever you attack, each opponent loses life equal to the number of creatures attacking them.
That's silly.
So I will have a warrior.
That's really cool.
I know.
Yeah.
That is a 100% Mardu coded enchantment.
Yeah.
Oh, 1000%.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
I now have 2. Count them. 2 red warriors.
I don't know. After that Caesar
But they
deck. Ugh.
they don't have haste or anything. So I will move to my end step and I will make myself a treasure.
Now you
And
have
I'll pass.
blockers though. See? Yeah.
It's true.
I'll untap and draw this access tunnel.
Access tunnel. Access tunnel.
Access tunnel.
Through the tunnel.
Almost got there. I can't wait for that set to come out.
I'm also quite
super
excited.
excited for it.
We'll play this Deceptive Landscape as land for turn.
Mm.
And then we'll tap this for green and just put out a little Arboreal Grazer.
Just a little. It's just a little guy.
Just a little friend.
This is something on ETB.
Yeah, so when this creature enters, you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped.
He's ramping. Get him.
We'll put this access tunnel into
Whoa.
play because we already saw that one.
We definitely didn't know that you have that. Yeah. Wait, is that a Slaughter the Strong I see on top of your library?
That is a Slaughter the Strong, yes.
Extremely awkward for me since I'm the only person who has a creature big enough to die to that at the moment.
Whoopsie boos.
And then I believe I
Note to
will.
self: do not play large creatures. Got it. Okay.
I'm just gonna sacrifice this actually, and go get a forest, and I'll pass.
Okay.
That's good.
I will go to the 3rd step of my fable, which I gotta see what this actually does. Okay.
It doesn't do anything.
Reflection of Kiki Jiki.
Yeah, but you don't get it though.
Oh, I don't get it? Oh,
No, because it's the saga, and when the token exiles itself, it's just gone.
that's so stupid.
Yeah.
Blast you, Saga. Okay, that'll go.
Like,
into
don't put the saga in exile because that's technically on the bottom of your library.
Oh.
Just the token that's gone.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Oh yeah. I know how this works. I don't know how this works. I'm gonna draw my card for turn. I'm gonna play myself.
So your fable token is now gone off the table.
Okay. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Okay, that's gone. We will tap these 2 mountains. We'll crack this for 1, and we will play a Pain Distributor. It has Menace. Whenever a player casts their first spell each turn, they create a treasure token. Whenever an artifact an opponent controls is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, it deals 1 damage to that player.
Seems good when we're getting free artifacts.
Yeah, it does. I am gonna send my Goblin Shaman over at. It doesn't matter. I just want the treasure. So, and Pez, you don't. You just have 0 powered things over there.
Yep.
I'll just send them over just so I can get my treasure.
Sounds good.
And then I will pass my turn after that, and then I'll create another treasure. Boop, boop, boop.
Right. This pain distributor doesn't distribute pain very well because you're not taking damage from your own treasures in stack. What is this? What is this?
I mean, if everybody
Oh.
had a plane distributor.
Massacre Girl on top of my library. Watch out, everybody. Well, I only have 5 mana. And if I want to cast this potato and not take 5 damage, can't cast any other thing. Awkward.
I'd
What
say you're
if-
in a real pickle, but it seems like you're kind of more in a potato situation.
What if I just say, you know what, life's a resource, and I pay 5 mana, and wait, I don't even have to do that. I don't even have to do that. I can just wait. I can just wait. It's an instant speed thing.
resource.
Yeah, so I could go to combat first because I have to attack. You have a pain distributor that is a 2/3. So I guess I'll swing. I'll go to combat. I'll swing the Sir Conrad at Amara again.
Kidoki.
And I'll swing the Harsh Mentor at Pez.
I'll block.
Take
I'll do it.
I will block, will you? Yes. Okay. Alright.
Go to 30.
So you block with your 0/3 or your 0/13?
My 013.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Okay, so that's that. And then we have everyone gets a treasure. Spectre keeps redeeming things in the middle of my combat step. But you know what? Joke's on you, Spectre. I'm not going to cast anything, and I'm going to take 5 damage from this potato. And I'll pass the turn and get another treasure.
Okay. I think I will go ahead and play this mountain. I will tap for
You did. You did give me mana to pass the potato, and then I didn't. That was called me sending a message to you.
black, colorless, and red. I'm gonna cast Yeheni, Undying Partisan.
Ooh, that's a nice
it has
card.
as haste, and whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, I get to put a +1/+1 counter on Yeheni, and I can sack another creature to give Yeheni indestructible until end of turn. Then I will use these 2, and I'll crack one of my treasures for white, and I take what, 1 damage?
Mhm.
For a Twilight Drover.
Ooh.
So whenever a creature token leaves the battlefield, I put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. And then I can pay 2 and a white to remove a counter on it and make 2 1/1 white for creature tokens with flying.
Net positive. Let's go.
Net positive. So
Well, I have no blockers, so you can attack me.
it's true. How big is the pain distributor? Is it a 2/2 or a 2/3?
2/3. 2/3.
So I'm gonna move to combat. I'm going to attack Bevers with Yaheni and Amara with a warrior and Pez with a warrior.
Yep.
And then each of you will lose life equal to the number of creatures attacking you. So you'll each lose 1 life.
Okay. Go to 29.
Take 1.
And then I will just take the 1.
Okay.
I'll take 2 from combat.
Okay.
Because I have no
And-
blocks.
Pez, are you taking the one of the warrior or just treating
They don't got nothing silly, do they?
No, they're just guys.
Yeah, I got blockers, so.
Okay. And they both of your blockers have 0 power, right?
Right, I just got big butts and I can't lie.
Big butts.
Big butt.
And then I'll move to my end step and I will make a treasure. And that's all.
I will attempt. Let's draw this forest.
Alright.
And play a plains. We'll just cast the old commander.
Oh. There's bears.
Felithar the Steadfast. My creatures assign damage with their toughness, and they can attack as though they didn't have defender. Well, babe, I'm gonna attack you with a 0-13.
This is egregious.
Technically have to attack with the Grazer as well.
Yep. Because of the troll thing.
Yes. Mr. Bevers, I will attack you with my sloth beast for 3.
I will take it. I've taken 3 damage.
It's just a tree, so it doesn't have trample. I will just.
Yep,
I'll
just a
block.
tree.
I'll just block and not take 13.
Sounds good.
It seems.
When your Twilight Drover goes to the yard, you eat.
Yeah. And then nothing happened. Yeah, and he's just for.
Move to instant, make another treasure, and pass the old turn.
Don't forget to lose a life from Sir Conrad.
Oh, yes.
Draw for 10.
Ouch.
Gonna play a
Aha,
forest.
my plan coming to fruition. A single point of damage.
Single points of damage. Eventually you'll get there. Oh yeah, whenever you guys cast a spell, you get a treasure too. I forgot about that. Your first spell. So
Oh, our first spell each turn
Yeah.
gives us a treasure.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
yeah, I forgot.
So
about
I got one.
Enjoy some more
I'll just do
treasures.
the one from my commander.
Well, I didn't cast anything on my turn, so I don't get a treasure.
No treasures for you. Let's see here. Let us go. Whenever a player attacks one or more of your opponents, yeah, I want more treasure tokens. I'm gonna tap 1, 2, 3, and we will crack a treasure. Go to 3 treasures and play Jolene, the Plunder Queen. Whenever a player attacks one or more of your opponents, that attacking player creates a treasure token. If you would create 1 or more treasure tokens, instead create those tokens plus an additional treasure token, and then I can sacrifice 5 treasures to give her 5 +1/+1 counters. We are gonna go to combat.
Before you go to combat, we have a mystery event targeting you.
Mystery event.
It's a 2 for 1.
2 for 1.
Chat, what this means is that for the next 5 minutes, which you can see here on my timer, when I hit play, everything you redeem after I hit play will happen twice. Go ahead, Amara. You can go to combat.
Okay. I am going to swing over Goblin Shaman and. Bevers, you get Goblin Shaman. And.
There.
Oblivion, you get Pain Distributor. It has Menace. I will get a treasure on attack from my Goblin Shaman, which will give me 2 treasures. And then I will also get a treasure and then 2 more treasures for my attack.
I'll take 2 because I didn't have any blockers anyways.
I will also take you.
Excellent. I shall then go to my end step, and then I shall.
As you're moving to your
Oh,
end
yes.
step, I will cast some things.
What do you do?
For 5, I'll cast this Dictate of Erebos,
That's dumb.
Oh, sure.
which is my first spell for the turn, so I'll get a treasure.
You get a treasure.
We'll also
Woo!
take 1 damage from spending a treasure due to
Aha!
the Pain Distributor.
Pain Distributor, you finally got there. At the end of my turn, I will create a treasure, which will create 2 more treasures. Boop, 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 boop.
All right.
And then I will pass.
And you're done?
Yep.
All right. I will untap. I will draw this Massacre. Whip of Erebos. Well. Into combat is awkward. Jolene is what? Currently.
Just a 2/2. She can become a 7/7.
Tesla's commander is technically a 5/5 during combat. And Oblivion doesn't have any blocker. So I think we're gonna go to combat. I will attack. Oblivion with his 2/2. And I will attack Amara with his 5/4.
Okay, dokie. Yeah, if I do that. Do I want to do that? I'll take the 5.
I took 2.
I go to 23. Hey, Abby.
Probably like this. Pay a treasure, take another damage from the Pain Distributor. That's my command.
Oh man, so it begins.
Nobody can gain life. Abby, there's a 2-for-1 currently ticking down here. We got 2 minutes left on the timer, and nothing has been redeemed. This is the first time a 2-for-1 has shown up, and nothing has happened. Very unheard of. I will then get a treasure for that being my first spellcast return, at which point I will sack 2 treasures and take 2 more damage to pass the potato finally.
Potato pass.
Oh my goodness. See, I had to say something, and now it's going crazy.
Am I the player to your left?
Correct. You are the player. Technically, it's in clockwise order, so you get it.
Potato.
There, see, I just had to tell Savvy what was going on, and then Savvy's like, "Yes, I'm here for this."
Potato, potato, potato.
Abby's gonna redeem more things that have been redeemed by everybody.
There you go, Savvy. You now have a sword. Mainly because I forgot to keep doing it the last few times we talked about it. All right, ads are running currently, and we have 11 seconds left. But we can start redeeming all of these things that have happened because there's so many.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. We got one last thing in the queue before the timer ran out.
Alright.
Okay. So first things first. This is still Amara's turn, or still my turn? Still,
No, it's your
still my
Still
turn.
your
Yeah, you
turn.
just did
Yeah.
the
Right?
campaign.
Yeah. Because I technically hadn't passed yet, I guess. Right? I passed the potato, and then Chad started doing crazy things.
Yes.
Because you haven't untapped yet, right, Oblivion? Yeah. Okay. Good.
I am not.
Okay, so then first things first is we're going to get tokens. So starting with me and going around the table, we'll each make a token of the permanent, non-land permanent off the top of our library. And that'll happen once, and then it'll happen a second time. So I'm going to get a whip of Erebos the first time.
And a braid split.
Was
Oh,
not planned, but yes.
Sun Titan.
I'm gonna get a morbid opportunist and a legion loyalty.
Okay.
I'm gonna get a Staff of Completion and a Icarus Shiriki.
Okay. I am getting a Mirage Phalanx and a Reckoner Bank Breaker or Buster.
That is not what that card is. Okay. Legion's loyalty for you. And what was the other one?
Morbid opportunist.
Oh, the morbid opportunity. Okay, and what was the second one you got? That's
Icarus Shiriki. The Usurper.
how do I spell this?
IKRA
Okay.
SHI.
Perfect. The first four letters gave it away, and it came
Yeah.
up. This is a new card, so I couldn't click on it. So it was just like, nope. And I was like, I don't know how to. I don't know. 3/7 with Menace. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you gain life equal to. Haha! You can't gain life. Take that.
Wah wah.
Womp womp. That doesn't put a target on my Lord of Pain at all. Definitely not. And then you got. Wow, do we have two things with Myriad coming in here? Mirage Phalanx. Is this a Myriad thing?
Yeah,
It looks like it is.
with Soul Bond. Makes copies of
As long as Mirage Phalanx is paired with another creature, each of those creatures has, at the beginning of combat on your turn, create a token that's a copy of this creature, except it has haste and loses Soul Bond. Exile at the end of combat. Okay, so it's kind of like a weird pseudo Myriad, which is interesting.
I am gonna.
It doesn't create it as you're attacking. It creates it before combat. Interesting. Cool. That's a lot of weird
I'm
nonsense.
gonna Soul Bond to this Goblin, or actually to the Paint Distributor. Why
And I'm getting a Braids as my second thing, which is super gross.
to Atlanta.
Okay, is there? What is here? Okay, let's go on the bottom. And I have nothing else I can do. Combat on my turn. We're done combat. Oh, sorry. We have a whole pile of things to do in the queue, right? Okay.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing. I was like completely lost track of what we were doing. Okay. We're each going to get 2 treasure tokens. So we should all get 2 more on top of what we had.
Will I create
Um,
extras from Jolene, or does not count since it's chaos?
you should, right?
Okay.
So
I'll get.
if you create 1 or
4.
more, you create that many plus 1, right? So you're instead of getting 2, you're going to get 4.
Okay.
Okay, and then we're going to planeswalk twice, which is very funny to me. So the first plane we go to might trigger something, it might not, who knows, let's find out. We're going to the Hippodrome,
Oh man.
which is doesn't really do anything. All of our creatures get -5, -0. But we're not staying here for very long because we're leaving immediately. And instead, we're going to the Maelstrom, which is a plane in Alara. It says whenever you planeswalk 2 here, or at the beginning of upkeep on your turn, you may reveal the top card of your library. If it's a permanent card, you may put it onto the battlefield. Otherwise, you put that card on the bottom of your library. So I'll reveal this Talisman of Indulgence and put it into play. Cool. And then at your upkeep, Oblivion, you'll get to do the same, which means you'll get a free Sun Titan, which seems pretty cool.
Seems pretty sick.
Oh, well, I should say you'll get a free Sun
Sure.
Titan, provided we go to your turn before doing any of these other things that are happening, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Because the next redemption is that we're all going to loot twice, which means we all draw and then discard. So let's draw
Draw.
and discard. I'm going to discard this. Gosh.
Treasure
I'm going to
map.
discard this Paramorphic Expanse.
And then we draw again.
And then we do it again. Draw and then discard a second time.
Get rid of this trading post.
I'm going to discard this decree. Board wiping at this point seems like a waste.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're each going to draw a card. But that's going to happen twice. So draw 2 cards. I drew a Barb
When we do
Flare
it
Gremlin.
4 times?
What's that?
Or are you just
there's,
doing
there's
one?
technically another draw after that, so there'll be 2 more cards each.
Okay.
1, 2.
So draw another
All
2
4
cards.
of my cards were lands.
Oh no. Well, that means that you should be drawing nothing but gas after that, right? That's what we're expecting.
Perhaps.
Okay. We're now tombing again. So if you have a basic land in play, you can pick whichever basic land you want. If you have multiples, one of them gets tombed. I'm going to tomb my swamp, I guess. Sure. Okay. That's that one. Oh, that happens twice, right? We get 2 tombs. Gotta remember this is happening twice. Okay, 2 tombs. 2 basics that both are tombed. Then we have a chaos roll, which means we're each going to roll a die and take damage if we roll odd, and that happens twice.
6.
I rolled a 5.
6,
And a 2.
Or in a
And a
1.
1.
3. I take 1 damage.
I
Ow.
take 2 damage.
Ouchies. It is, okay. Okay, that's that. Okay, now we have Chart Spark's composting service. That happens twice. So go get 2 basic lands out of your deck, put them into your hand.
Boop. And boop.
Then once you have your 2 basics in your hand, you will rummage twice. So you will discard and then draw, and then discard and then draw.
Card and draw.
Blasphemous Act, well,
Gallon greeters.
that's one way to board wipe, I guess.
Discard that Naya Panorama. Draw that. Oh, my Bank Buster's back. Get rid
I will
of this
discard this
Evolving
Fine Rock, and
Wild.
draw this
Draw
Blasphemous
that.
Act. I will then discard this Barb Flare Gremlin.
I'm going to discard a planes and then discard this Temple of Malady.
Discard. Draw. When?
Okay, and the last thing in the queue that's getting doubled up after is everyone done their drawing and discarding?
Yes.
Okay. The last thing in the queue is JJ Mickey's Eternalized, which means we each get to return a permanent, any permanent, from our graveyard to the battlefield as a 4/4 zombie in addition to its other types. And that happens twice.
Nyx Bloom.
So basically, like
Ancient.
Eternalized, you're going to exile a permanent from your graveyard, and you're going to make a token copy of it that is a 4/4 zombie.
Okay.
So I'm going to get a Barb Flare Gremlin, and I guess this Spine Rock Knoll, question mark? No, you know what? I'm going to get this Terramorphic Expand. And these are zombies. Okay.
I'm gonna get Plains and a Protector of the Wastes.
I'm gonna get my Twilight Drover back and a Power Stone.
I am gonna grab Nyx Bloom Ancient and a trading post.
I just remember it's in addition to its types and stuff, so it still has all of its abilities and things. It's just a 4/4 zombie as well. Which means if you got a non-creature permanent, it is now a creature as well. So if there's a board wipe or whatever, it will die to those kind of things. Okay. And that's everything that was done.
Okay.
I have now access to 4 mana. I don't think there's anything I particularly want to be doing with that 4 mana. So I think I'm still just going to be moving to my end step and discarding down to hand size. No, I have a Thought Vessel I don't have to discard.
At the end of your turn.
My Protector of the Wastes has a ETB.
Yeah, all right. You can resolve it.
Says when this creature enters or becomes monstrous, exile up to 2 target artifacts and/or enchantments controlled by different players.
Sweet.
I'll grab that Dictate to Erebos.
Mm.
And honey, I'll get your thing with the lightning spears.
And these are just exiled forever, right?
Yep.
At the end of your turn, I'm gonna crack a treasure. Actually, I'm gonna crack 2 treasures for 6 mana.
Right.
I'll go to 11 treasures. Boop, boop, boop. I'm gonna use 4 of that to play a big score, and I'm gonna discard as an additional cost, discard a Reckoner.
Oh, you have a
Buster.
Nyx Bloom Ancient in play.
Yeah, I'm gonna draw 2 cards and then create 2 treasures. That is going to draw 2 cards. I will create 3 treasures.
When you cracked the treasures and like, I'll track these for 6, I was like, 6? Where's that coming from? Julian doesn't double mana, does it?
Yeah, that's what I brought back from the
Oh, there's a
graveyard.
Nyx Bloom Ancient. Never mind.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
okay.
I'm going to use the 2 that is still floating of my red,
Yeah.
and then crack 1, and then I will make another 3 red and go to 5 red, and I will play Seize the Spoils, and I will discard myself this Timber Crown Pathway. I'll draw 2 cards and create a treasure, draw, and then I will create 2 treasures and go to 15 treasures. And then that will be the end of your turn.
Yep. Okay. And that Nyx Bloom that's in your graveyard is actually exiled now.
Oh, yeah. He is gone. And so is the trading post, which I gotta draw still.
Is the Maelstrom non-land permanents or just permanents?
It's any permanent, yeah.
Okay. On my
so you'll get to put the land into play.
Sick. Okay. So untap. And that doesn't count as playing a land for turn, I'm guessing.
Right. Oh, Amara, what was the first spell you cast?
The first spell I cast was
big
a Seize
four,
the
right?
Spoils, so 4. Yeah.
So I'll do 4 damage to Pez then from Lord of Pain.
So I can put this onto the battlefield and then draw for turn.
And I'll gain 4 because I have Whip of Pain.
And then
Oh,
I
you can still
can.
gain. Oh, that's a problem.
I can still gain. Only opponents gain.
Don't like that.
I can play this swamp as land for turn.
I forgot to do my Braze trick.
Um,
I probably wasn't going to sack anything. There was too much stuff going on at the end of my turn.
oh shit. Let's.
Do you feel
Okay,
appropriately
wait.
chaosed now?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12. I have 12 mana. That seems like so many. Um.
If you roll chaos for the Maelstrom as well, you get to return a permanent from your graveyard to the battlefield.
It's true. I'm going to pay. Colorless and a white and a white. To cast Takasha's Welcome. Whenever one or more creatures you control with a mana value 3 or less enter, draw a card. This triggers only one each turn.
3 damage to Pez.
Then I will.
The only way I can get through your gigantic ass walls is by pinging you in the face.
Understandable.
And I actually take 2 because that's a tuned guy. Then I'll do this and red and black. To cast my commander.
Zergo's back.
There goes back. And then I'll draw a card because it has mana value 3 or less. Oh, damn, that's good. Oh,
Wow, Legion Loyalty is a cracked card with Zergo.
Yeah, that's kind of silly.
oh, this is so funny. Okay. Okay. Why not? Let's make it fun, shall we?
Yeah, I'm ready.
So we're gonna do this red, tap this for red, so that's 1, and then stack all of these treasures.
Dang, alright.
5 damage.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So X is going to equal 6. I'm gonna cast Tempt with Vengeance. It's a tempting offer. So create X 1/1 elemental creature tokens with haste. Each opponent may create X 1/1 red elemental creatures tokens with haste. For each opponent who does, create X 1/1 red elemental creature tokens with haste.
And which one is this? Tempt with what?
Vengeance.
With Vengeance.
Yeah, and X equals 6.
So I could make 6 bubbies, but then you would get
Yes.
6 more bubbies.
Correct.
I'll take that deal.
No, I will not take anything.
I will. I'll take 6.
So I get my 6 plus your 6 plus your 6. So that 6 times 3 is 18, right?
Yeah. Total.
What kind of creature are they?
They're
Elementals.
1/1 red elementals with haste. They're gonna be represented by these insects because I'm pretty sure that the elementals are on the back of these warriors, and that's just fine. But I have 12 open. And then so the morbid opportunist that I have technically came in on your turn, so he's not sick. So this is gonna get really stupid, and everybody
Ready.
might be dead or close to it.
Yeah, you guys
I'm
might
ready.
have. Yeah.
So everything has myriad,
Yeah, sure does.
and I have 12 1/1s with haste.
We more than that, right? Because you got
You should
your
have
6, and
18,
then you got
yeah.
6 from Pez and 6 from me. You should have 18.
Oh, I just don't know how to
Yeah.
count. Yeah.
Yeah, so like you have 18 1/1s that can attack essentially all of us, right? Because when you swing them at one
Correct.
person, it'll make copies to attack everyone else.
Yeah.
Correct. Plus, um, 2
Yep.
1/1 warriors with myriad and
Mhm.
a 2/2 and a 1/3 and a 1/1, and
Yeah.
all of this is gonna have myriad.
Pez, I'm
I'm here
glad
for
you
it.
So
got rid of that other spell.
I'm here
there
for it.
would be um
But even if
1,
you only
2,
attack with your
3, 4,
tokens, right? We have to
5,
deal with
6.
20 attackers at each of us, right?
Um, 8. Well, you'd have 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 attackers.
Yeah, if you're swinging with everything, yeah, for sure. And
Yeah,
that's at each of us, which is very funny.
yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna be silly. I'm gonna turn shit sideways.
Sure. Yeah.
So there's all these guys coming
This is
at
a lot of
everyone.
damage.
Silly 7.
So there's 18, 1, 1, 8. Well, technically 18, 19, 20, 21 1/1s, a 1/3 that makes 22, and a 2/2, which is makes 24.
Yeah. 24 damage
Yeah,
coming at each of us.
correct.
And then any of the tokens that die during combat draw you a card. Any of the ones that don't die during combat will do damage to us. Carubot subscribing for 93 months.
That's
Holy
That's
moly,
so
insane.
93
many.
months. Caru, that's absurd. Are you winning, son? No. I think we're about to die. It's going to be great. Um, okay, so I guess priorities at you first, Pez.
Did you mute your headset, dear?
No. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. I will block 4 things.
Only 4. Okay.
Only 4.
Hear me.
Okay.
Hear me. Okay. All right. And Amara?
I will also block 4 things.
Okay. I'm going to block as much as I can, which is
I
going
mean,
to
that's all
be
I can.
1, 2, 3, 4, 10. I'm going to block 10 of the 23 things coming at me.
Okay. So I'm gonna
Oh,
do this.
actually, your Yeheni won't have copies attacking us because it's legendary, right? So, like, the copies of it won't. They're still legendary, right? So, like,
Oh, I shuffled my library. Shit.
okay, I can just pull it up here.
Yeah.
So
I
we're
forgot I
just
wasn't on
dead.
the bottom anymore.
Whenever a creature with myriad attacks, for each opponent other than the defending player, you may create a token that's a copy that's tapped and attacking. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about removing legendary, so yeah, you'd get the tokens and then they would die immediately.
Okay.
Which is actually funny because when those two tokens
Yeah,
come into
because you
play,
get
we
to
would just take
draw.
2 damage from Zergo.
Yeah, I think we're dead no matter what.
And then
Zergo
those
just...
two well, and then those 2 tokens would leave the battlefield,
Yes, and
putting
pump
a
that up.
+1,
Yeah.
which is actually, I forgot, a 4/4 zombie. So it's actually now a 6/6.
And then anything that we
Um,
kill or don't
Because
kill.
I eternalized it.
Yeah. And then depending on how you stack the triggers, obviously we would move it in the way that the triggers are stacked is that the myriad for all the things technically goes on the stack, right? Like so when you
Mhm.
attack with everything, all the myriad triggers would go on the stack to make copies of things. You would order it in such a way that the Yeheni one resolves first, so that way then the tokens get stacked, that one gets bigger, and then the tokens it makes of it are now
Yes,
bigger.
also
Technically.
big guys.
I guess it doesn't count the counters on it, right? So the tokens are still just 4/4s then?
Well, if the trigger was on the stack,
Right. But the
right?
myriad doesn't see the 1/1 counters, right?
No.
Like you're not gonna get the 1/1 counters on the tokens, right? That get created from myriad.
Um,
Like what I mean is like you'll have a
make a
6/6
yeah,
swinging, and the tokens it makes of itself will still only be 4/4s because they don't get 1/1 counters.
yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. But it doesn't matter. They're still 4/4s, which is pretty sweet. So, okay, so Yeheni, we have. So who do you want to swing Yeheni at? I guess is the question because you only have one copy of it. You get to pick who it goes toward because that'll be an extra 2 damage to whoever that is.
I will. I'll swing it at Pez.
Okay. Because you have the extra 2 damage coming your way.
Okay.
And then Amara and I have all the same amount of damage as you has -2 basically. So I'll choose to block. I guess the other question is like, who do you want to swing the 6/6 at instead of the 4/4s that it's going to make? It doesn't really matter to me. I'm probably going to block it regardless, whether you swing the 6 or the 4 at me. So, but I do have a 5/5 in case that entices you to swing it with a 6.
I'll swing the 6/6 at you.
Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, so then me and Pez are on the same damage amount total, and Amara, you're 2 less than both of us.
Okay.
That also makes it more like evened out as well, which is nice. Okay, so you're blocking 4 things, Pez. Amara, you're blocking 4 things. I'm blocking. How many did I say? I'm blocking 10 things. So I'll throw one of the elementals under the 6/6, and then everything else is just essentially 1 power coming my way, right? So I can block them all with everything else and not worry about losing my things, other than my elementals, which will just die or trade. So from my perspective, you're going to lose 9 of your attackers attacking me, and I will lose all of these elementals. Okay, and the reason I'm counting this is because I'm going to get Sir Conrad triggers for all of this.
Oh yeah, I'm dead.
Yeah, correct. So that's 9 from me and. Oh, sorry, that's 6 from me and 9 from you. So that's 15 total.
And she'll have...
Creatures dying just from our combat. Okay, what about your combat, Amara?
You'll have... Nothing will die on my side.
Okay, but
But you will
you're
have
killing
4. Yeah, I will kill 4.
Okay, so that'll be 19 triggers. Okay. And then Pez, how many are you lose
I
the mark.
blocked 4 things, so 3 things would die, or 4 things would die,
Okay.
and then I would be taking the rest of the 1/1 damage.
I'm gonna
Okay,
crack
so
all these treasures.
4 more things puts us to 23. 23 triggers on Sir Conrad that will go on the stack after combat damage is dealt. So now we resolve it and see who dies just from combat damage.
I'm
right?
gonna crack 15 treasures and make 45 red mana.
I mean, are you going to do something with that mana?
No, I'm just gonna mana
You
burn.
just fireball the table
Yeah, I'm
in
just fire.
response?
just fireball myself. We gotta spend all this money before we die.
You can't take it with us. Okay, so yeah, Oblivion, I think you have a lot of damage coming through. So I blocked 10 things of the 22 attacking me, right? Because it was 23 you had total, but that included Yeheni, but Yeheni can only go at one person, which you picked as, right?
Yep.
So I have 22 things coming at me. I blocked all your big things, so I'm taking 12 damage from combat damage. But I'm also going to gain a bunch of life because of lifelink with Whip of Erebos. So I'm going to gain 4, 8, 13, 16, 22. I'm going to gain 22 life and take 12. So I'm going to gain 10 life and go to 34. That's combat damage for me. I think Amara's dead.
I also am pretty sure that I died because I was attacked with 24 things,
And you blocked 4.
and I only blocked 4, and I
You
have
only
another
take 20
15 damage on top of that.
Right, yeah. So you'll take 20 and go to 10, right? And
Yeah.
then the combat damage is dealt, the creatures die. There will be 23 triggers for
Yeah,
Conrad
exactly.
pinging everybody. But I think you die to this unless you have a way to gain life Oblivion. Which I don't think you can because Lord of Pain will prevent you from gaining.
Blast you,
Yeah.
Sir Conrad.
Who would have
I
thunk
went
out.
the Sir Conrad token from the beginning of the game?
Yeah.
We got there.
I went out with a bang.
Yeah, but you'd also have with this on the stack, you'd have like a million draw card triggers as well from
Yeah.
Zergo.
Yeah. I just don't have
Which is
any
absurd.
mana, so there's like, I wouldn't. Nothing would happen, but yeah.
That
GG's.
card is sweet though. That Tempt with Vengeance, I love
yeah.
that. That's a sweet card.
I love giving people crazy options to things. I'm like, yes.
I'm gonna be completely honest with all of you. I'm very surprised that this Sir Conrad didn't get copied by Chad as soon as it hit the board because that's what they love doing. They love copying that immediately because then as soon as anything dies, everyone just takes 3 damage.
The reason why I also copied the spell is I had the Baldin Sentry Herdmaster in my hand, and then I could have made my Tree of Perdition like 24 toughness, and I would have drawn 24 cards, and then I would have had like 35 cards in my hand, so everything would have got plus 0 plus 35 toughness.
That would've
Dear
been
me.
beautiful.
Dear me. And then you would have been like, and then I attack everyone?
Yeah, and then I attack question mark.
Yeah, that would have been wild. Okay. Well, we did it though, chat. We finished before 5 o'clock cutoff, and what a wild game that was. My goodness. The Whip of Erebos being one of the cards I added to this Lord of Pain deck from the precon because having lifelink on Lord of Pain is very good.
Yes.
And especially when Lord of Pain says opponents can't gain life, it doesn't say that you can't, which is
True.
absurd.
I
It's a
love
very
Lord of
absurd
Pain.
card.
It makes
Yeah.
me happy. It's so silly.
Makes me happy. Except when I die to it. Like
yes. When there's only 2 of us left and I'm suddenly getting hit by my own Lord of Pain.
Oh yeah, well, so that's the other reason you want to put the life gain in, right? Because as soon as you get
yeah.
down to 2 people, right? If it's just me and someone else, Lord of Pain, any spell my opponent casts, I have to dome myself because it's not a May. And let me tell you, the first time I played the deck unedited, someone domed me for 9 when it was just the 2 of us left because they cast a 9-drop on as their first spell for their turn, and it killed me.
God damn it.
And I was like, how do I avoid killing myself with my own commander? This is a pickle. A pickle.
Dying to your
maker.
own commander is rather funny, though.
It is.
That is true. Yeah, getting killed by your own commander is quite funny. But that's what I mean. Is like I had a good laugh about it. I was like, I deserve this, right? I've made this engine and I have killed myself with it. Yes, okay, yes, fair. But yeah, it was just like one of those things where it's like, oh, the lifelink will just immediately remove that from being a problem, right? And actually, Davey's the one who showed me the lifelink trick, and then Davey was like, "Look at this lifelink," and I went, "That's absurd." There we go. Chat, we're done. We're gonna go raid somebody, but before we do raid somebody, we're going to let our guests talk about who they are, where you can find them, and anything they have coming up. Which I know Oblivion has some really cool stuff that she's gonna want to tell you about, and you're gonna want to hear it. So let's start with you, Oblivion. Take it away.
That's true. Hi, my name's Oblivion. I am one half of the Grim Tutors. My partner Pez and I make educational Magic the Gathering content for players of all skill levels. I'm also a full-time content creator and a streamer on Twitch. I also do freelance video editing for content creators as well. Coming up tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, I will be hosting the Arena Championship After Party, where the official Magic the Gathering channel will be raiding into my stream, and we will be giving away arena packs. We will be giving away codes for 10,000 gems, which is anywhere between $40 and $60 in value, which is pretty insane. And we're going to just be playing some limited and having a really good time. Also this week we have early access for Turkey or Dragonstorm, as well as starting the Magic the Gathering Online University, where I will be streaming and teaching about Magic the Gathering Online, as well as using the VODs from those streams to turn into YouTube videos for the for the Miko University YouTube channel. So we have a lot of really cool stuff coming up and going on, and just here to have a good time. And of course, thank you so much, Mr. Bevers, for having us. It was a delight, and I went out with a bang, and that's all I wanted to do.
You did. You killed the whole table. I mean, you might have been one of the people that died in that.
Yeah.
Even if you died, this counts. It's all good.
You killed 3 players in one combat.
Yeah.
One
of them was you. But
cool. One of them was me.
It's fine.
Who would have thought?
It happens.
Yeah.
But I'll pass priority over to my partner.
Before Pez.
Hello, everyone. I'm Pez, the other half of the Grim Tutors. I'll just say the usual. We are going to be featured creators at MagicCon Las Vegas in June, so come see us, hang out, play some games. That'll be fun. Bring your sunscreen. It'll be hot. And we are, in fact, Dragonstorm. Word escapes my brain right now.
Ambassadors.
Yeah, sorry, it is very hot upstairs. We are Dragonstorm ambassadors, so keep an eye out for that fun, fresh content that we got coming your way.
Great. Thank you so much to both of you.
And thank you for having us, Mr. Bevers. It's always a good time.
Anytime you want to come back, you're more than welcome, of course, as always. And last but not least, Amara, take it away.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? I am Amara, Goddess of Blunder. I make Magic the Gathering content on the internet. You can find me over on twitch.tv/Goddess of Blunder, where I play Magic with my friends. We play all sorts of different kinds of game types, like Arch Enemy and Plane Chase and run games, all sorts of interesting, changing the rules, make things chaotic and fun. You can also redeem points in the channel. I also cosplay. I also do, all sorts of things. I will be over in Vegas in June, and yeah, everybody have a good day. Thank you, Mr. Bevers, for having me.
You are very, very welcome. Thank you so much, Amara, for being here.
You're welcome.
And a huge thank you to you, chat, for being here and hanging out. And huge thanks to all the folks who gifted subs and followed the channel and gave bits and all that good stuff. I really appreciate you. You didn't need to do any of that, but I thank you nonetheless because it's very heartwarming. So thank you. I appreciate it. Of course, the chaos wouldn't happen without you, chat. So thanks for hanging out and spending your time here with us, because if you weren't here, you could be anywhere else. There's so many places you could be watching things and doing stuff. So I really appreciate you choosing to spend your time with us, basically. So thank you so much. And we'll be going and rating Davey, because Davey is streaming right now, who is a wonderful Canadian content creator, part of the Birds of Paradise and all that, and she does a bunch of charity streams and things as well. She has a Heckin' Murder locker, or the Davy Jones locker, as it were, the murder show, the Heckin' Murder show, whatever you want to call it. She's, she'll talk in a goblin voice, or even a French goblin voice if you spend enough points. So go check it out. Say hi to them. Wish them the best with their stream, and enjoy some more Commander for the rest of your Saturday. If you aren't aware, next month will be coming up real soon, which means we will be having a new chat crime for the next month, which I believe is going to be one with the multiverse, is the chat crime for next month.
Ooh.
So if you like free spells, or like giving people the opportunity to cast free spells, that's what's coming. So stay tuned for that. I don't believe I have all my schedules and stuff finished up for April yet. I do have 2 people for April 1st, which will be next Tuesday, but I'm still waiting on one person to confirm. Once that's done, I will have a full pod, but the pods in April are filling up, which is great. And I do, of course, have my May and June schedules up as well to be filled out. So I'll be getting those handed out to people as well to get them done. So stay tuned, and we'll see you next Tuesday. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, the raid is done. We're going over to Davey. There it is, completed. Turn off my stream so that way people don't hear us and see us by accident anymore.
I do have
and
to
then
run
I closed
away.
OBS like a person who is way ahead of themselves, and now
I-
you can't see me anymore. Brrr.
I
It's a
do
gray
have to
screen.
run off to work, so I will
Yes.
see you all later.
Thank you
Yes.
so much.
Oh yes, thank you for
everybody. I
having
really
me. It was
Yeah,
a
of
appreciate it.
course.
blast.
Yeah, this
Yeah, it
was a
was a
blast.
super fun time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and like super good luck with tomorrow, Oblivion. I know you're
Oh,
gonna crush
yes.
it. So
Have fun.
Thank
That'll
you.
be a lot.
I'm a little
You got it.
nervous, but I think
You'll
it'll
Just
be
go
a
into
You're
good
gonna
it
be
like a
time.
great.
normal stream. Then you'll
You're
be
gonna be
okay.
great. And listen, if you're nervous or anyone causes a ruckus in chat, you know where to find us. We'll come and
Yeah, we'll come and yell at them.
we'll come and kick them in the
Beat,
shins or
beat 'em
whatever we
up.
need to do.
Okay, well, I'll hold you to that.
I
Yeah,
do like kicking
100%,
people.
100%.
Night,
Awesome.
y'all. You take
Yes,
care.
have a great night, everybody. Thanks so much for playing, and we'll talk to you soon.
Yep.
Mhm.
Night.
Sounds good. Good
Bye
night.
bye.
Bye. Okay, Barbie.